I welcome it. I welcome you hitting the button.
Go early. Did you notice last week? Didn't even go live on Instagram. Thought I hit the button.
You didn't hit the button.
Didn't hit the button.
It's an opportunity lost, I think they say.
Yeah, I have to wait. There we go.
Now you hit the button.
Now we're live.
Okay.
Yeah, the fact that I can do this is like it's like a feather in the cap, that I know how to look. If you go back and talk to Tony about the first time we ever had to do a podcast not in Studio A, as we called it, and I had to do it in my apartment. Yeah. Oh my God, the poor guy would be trying to get ready for vacation or doing something, and I'm like, I'm gonna throw this fucking soundboard in the street. I'm gonna hit my computer with a hammer. There's a fucking echo. Poor guy.
It worked its way out, though, right?
Yes, eventually, look, I still run into some snafus from time to time.
I do notice.
I'm not very if the internet gets wonky or like I forget to drop a video in that's like I will take my computer to do something, come back, all the settings are changed. I don't know how, I don't know why. There's a new echo and I don't know where it's coming from. And then Tony's like, "Oh, we could fix that. Just do that." And I'm like, "My layout is not like yours, man." But he's got the patience of a saint.
Yeah, you ever think maybe just blame the cat?
I don't ever. Here's the thing, right? Because it's a MacBook, I don't ever leave it open. Like when I'm done with it, I close it. So cats don't have opposable thumbs, so I don't think
they don't.
Open. No.
But you think even maybe like the walking across the top, maybe?
I don't know.
Nothing there.
She does a lot of laying on it.
See, that's probably the problem. There it is. We found it. It's not you. It's the cat.
Look, I can't blame her.
You can blame it.
It's user error. It's 99.9% of the time it's my fault.
Blame the cat.
Love to. Perfect point in case, Hansel Kevin. I'm selling some stuff from my collection. I got a lot of doubles taking up a lot of space.
Mm-hmm.
So I sold a figure today, and the gentleman gets it, and I get this weird address. So I say, "Hey, man, is this your address?"
Wait. Can you explain to me what a weird address would be?
It's like CO, courtesy of this person, international drive, whatever, and then like a combination of letters and numbers, not a street, not an apartment number.
Okay.
And then like in the descriptions, it's like the shipping label has to say this. So he's like, "No, man, that's not my address. I live in Canada." And I'm like, "Well, I don't ship internationally. Like it's marked." He's like, "All right." Then he's like, "No, man, it's not." And I'm like, "You're not." So then I looked, and it's not. None of it's everything I did has been undone, and I don't know why. Right?
And you're shipping to Canada.
And this guy paid like an extra $30.
Right.
But I don't have the 30. I don't have the 30. I don't think I have the $30 in my account.
Right.
I don't know.
You got to eat that 30, man.
Right. So now I'm like, now the guy's like, "Well, can we cancel it?" And I'm like, "Well, this isn't your, I don't want to cancel it on you. You bought it. You paid for it. This is an eBay problem." I fucking hate eBay, dude. I hate it. Yeah. They take so much. They take such a chunk.
I didn't know they took a big chunk. Never sold anything on eBay.
Don't do fucking Facebook Marketplace. Run the risk of getting stabbed in the chest at a fucking quick check while you're selling something to somebody. I don't know what I was thinking. This is so much. I'm so aggravated.
Wait. You guys don't have like safe drop. What do they call them? Safe.
Yeah, you do, but
still run the risk.
Funner if you run the risk of getting stabbed in the chest.
Gotcha.
Somebody.
You're like, "Hey, meet me on the trail next to the rugby field."
Look, man, this fucking
10 meters in.
The quick check I took you to when you came to visit.
Yeah.
It's fucking, bro, when the sun goes down, that place is sketch.
I remember you saying that.
All right. So, it's a big quick check. You go around that corner, you get hit with a squeegee fucking Sid style. It's over.
Good thing I brought my flips.
Bro, I almost got in a fight with somebody once over there.
Why? You're too old for that shit, man.
Right, exactly. I'm filling my tire with air.
Yeah.
And I have to look at the air pump, right?
Of course.
There's a kid standing behind it, like smoking a cigarette. And he's like, and I'm like, what? He's like, why are you fucking staring at me? I'm like, all right, dickhead. I'm not fucking staring at you. I have to look at the gauge here to see where I am with the fucking tire pressure, asshole.
You don't have just the thing where you press the deal? I want 37 PSI.
Yes. But
Okay,
I have to
well-
make sure it's going up.
Okay. That
Right,
makes more
because-
sense, yeah.
Yeah, and I also always fear, like, when the tire light goes on, like it did recently for me, that there's, like, a screw in the tire. And I figure
yeah.
if I'm putting air in it and it's slowly leaking out, then the PSIs will always jack up. Whatever. I'm a fucking weird dude, man.
It's a thing, man. It's a thing.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I mean,
a sketch.
so
That's
you,
a sketch quick check, yeah.
So you just called him a dickhead and that was it?
And he was like, I'm like, bro, I'm not fucking looking. Like, I don't give a flying fuck about you. I'm trying to just put air in my tire.
Right.
And that was it.
Yeah, enjoy your Pall Mall, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Whoa.
Oh, why is that? I fucking, this, another thing, right? This is very frustrating.
Yeah. Lay it on me.
Is that loud enough?
It could be a little bit louder.
I put him through, like I raised the volume. Very frustrating. Let's try this. That could be better, right?
Could be better. Yeah, could be
I
better.
got to figure it out.
Is that it's still funny, but yeah, still pretty soft.
Right?
Is that a Freeds? Do Freeds do that?
Yeah, Freeds is in the house.
All right.
What if I do it
Freeds.
through this? This is not. Is this
Do whatever
on?
you need, man. Not the time, KJG. There it
Sure.
was. Yeah,
You heard that?
I heard that.
It's
Very
the
clear.
It's the output device. God damn it.
Yeah, that fucking device, man.
See, this is user error.
Yeah.
Toot.
There it is.
That's very loud. That is very loud, Ralph.
Thunderous, man. Thunderous.
Again, though,
What's the fucking problem?
user error, man.
I just fucking told you. You gotta blame the cat.
I know. Let's see. Scott George says Matt would never get in a car with Aaron Hernandez. Just to be clear, never would I get in the car with Aaron Hernandez. No.
How could you?
That's you know what? Maybe he's talking about past tense.
Oh, gotcha.
Right, back in the day, not now.
Fire up the 1.21 gigawatts, go
Right.
back in time, and yeah, all right.
Right.
Why not though?
Right?
Like, what if he was good to you, right?
Yeah, but like, do you want that guilty by association?
I don't want it, but maybe you don't even know, right? Maybe it's just your buddy.
Look at Mike Peterson. Would Matt get in the car with Pete Alonso? Of course I would get in the car with Pete Alonso.
What do they call it? The polar bear? Is that what they call him?
Yeah, the polar bear.
Ah, look at me, huh?
My
Little
guy.
baseball, little baseball guy, huh?
Of course I would get in the car with the polar bear. Yeah,
Why
but
not?
No, sell your shit on Facebook Marketplace. Like I'm thinking I'm just gonna put everything on Facebook Marketplace. Meet up with some weirdos.
Mhm.
Hope the Dunkin' Donuts, a quick check.
I don't know why
Wawa.
I should have thought of this earlier. You should contact Tot's sponsor, J&J Figures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll get you in line with them, man. The Jays, they'll take care of you.
All right. I got some stuff that's I'd like
Yeah.
to move.
Yeah, they that's what they do. They buy and sell collections. So if you got a collection you're looking to move, they
Look
might
at
be your
Scott
guys.
George. Scott George with facts. That's how he killed that guy that got in his car. Took him to a sketchy place.
No. He didn't take him to a sketchy place. He took him to a fucking industrial park. Industrial
That's a
parks aren't sketchy.
What?
Why would industrial park be sketchy?
That's where all the murders happen. Don't you watch CSI?
No,
and
that's
Law
where
and
all the
Order?
fucking production happens.
During the day.
You don't think they got third shift?
No, at the nighttime, that's when people steal copper and drop bodies.
No, they don't steal copper and drop bodies.
Yes, that's
They're-
what they
they're-
do.
They're making things out there. They're producing things, man.
And not every place is an active industrial park. Some places go out of business, and it just costs more to knock it all down.
So do we know if he went to an abandoned industrial park to off
Scott
this
George
guy?
seems to have all the facts, buddy.
Oh, Jesus
Take an
Christ, Scott
industrial park.
George.
Scott George is like,
Whoa.
he's
Did he
got
work
the
the
facts.
case? You worked
I don't
the
know.
case, Scott George? Jesus.
Scott, here's what I've noticed about Scott George. Very loyal to the Wizards, by the way. Grateful to
appreciate
have
that.
him here.
Yep.
Very knowledgeable about many subjects.
Including Aaron Hernandez.
I can appreciate that. It's a fascinating story.
It's not
You
that
know?
fascinating.
He was a sports guy. He killed somebody. He had a
Yeah.
checker past. Maybe he was gay. Maybe he wasn't gay. Maybe he's
killed
doing
himself.
hand stuff. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
he's doing hand stuff. Maybe he killed
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah. Maybe he killed himself.
Maybe, right?
He killed himself.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what goes on in the clink.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. He was trying to kill himself during an appeal so that his fucking family could still get money from his contract. There was a whole thing about it. Was a whole to do, man. When it happened, I read about it, and I was like, if he killed himself so his family was able to be getting taken care of, because good job by him, right? Good job by him.
Yeah.
But if it was just like, hey, I'm just gonna kill myself, you're not as good of a job anymore.
Well, what if he didn't want people to know that he did hand stuff? Or maybe more.
That seems like a weird reason.
But think about it, man. Superstar athlete.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just super duper. That's where his breaking point is. He doesn't want people to know he did hand stuff.
Right, but I don't think that you draw the line there. Right.
Look, man, maybe he did. I don't know. I'm a fucking.
Why would you draw the line there, right?
Some people
like you
just
as a heterosexual male, you don't draw the line at hand stuff.
Maybe he did.
So as a homosexual male, why would you draw the line at hand stuff?
Dude, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's never just hand stuff.
I don't know his psyche.
That's fair. I'm just thinking logic would dictate that you don't draw the line at hand stuff.
Logic would dictate you don't fucking take someone to an abandoned industrial park and kill him when you're a fucking NFL superstar. So what the fuck do we know?
But maybe that guy had it coming.
Oh, come on now.
I don't know.
Well, you know what's coming tonight? We got Ron Bass Jr. Oh, yeah. The road to WrestleMania. We only had 2 AEW shows this week, but lots of AEW news to talk about. Is with the Jungle Man. Jungle Man Jack Perry's in the news. We got what else? We got some. We're gonna talk wrestling. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna cry. No KJG.
Yep. No KJG. Gotcha.
Tony is in limbo. I'm a little disappointed because I got shut down this weekend by Tony. He didn't want to open up to me, talk to me.
Oh,
and I feel like my suggestion for tonight's guest fell on deaf ears, so I'm a little disappointed.
I did see your suggestion. I enjoyed that suggestion.
I thought it would have been hysterical.
Yeah, but nothing came out of it. So that's the problem at the new office. I don't have my phone on me quite as much. So that daytime shit happens. It's hard for me to keep up with everything, but I did see it. I didn't think it was a bad idea.
Yeah, see? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So we got the Ron Bass Jr., Ron Bass Baby. That's his Twitter handle. Well, his Twitter handle's at Ron Bass Jr., but then you can put like your name, I guess.
Okay.
Or you think I run the Twitter. You think I know how fucking Twitter works.
You might. I wouldn't think so. Not after watching you fucking muddle through all your... Can you hear this?
Ron Bass Baby. Yeah. Now I got to fucking fix all that. That's so... fucking man, that annoys me. What did I? Oh man, this is gonna be loud then. Well, guess what tonight is, HK?
Episode 682.
No, what is? Just guess what tonight is.
Tonight is.
Just say fucking what, dude.
All right, fucking what?
It's a celebration.
Oh, it's a celebration. I didn't know. A celebration.
Yeah, maybe we're all gonna get
Snockered.
Probably not.
Oh, damn it! I didn't fucking. Damn it! All right. All right. Well, I gotta fix these things.
Yeah, you got work to do
tonight on the show.
A lot of doo doo.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Gotcha.
Maybe
Okay.
a lot of doo doo.
Could be.
All right. Well, this is exciting. At least I know what the problem was.
The cat.
No, it's not the cat. User error, man. User error. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We're going to talk a lot of wrestling. We're going to talk Ron Bass Jr. Dark Side of the Ring was an interesting one this week. Did you watch? No?
I'll fucking tell you what happened at Dark Side of the Ring this week.
Yes, and it's all here next.
Tell you.
Episode 682. Let's see if these intros work, shall we?
Yeah, why not?
All right, let's hope this doesn't mute me.
The following is a presentation of the Shining Wizards Network, broadcasting live in high-definition video and available on all podcasting and streaming platforms. Follow us on social media at Wizards Podcast. Check out our merchandise at merch.shiningwizards.com. Do your Amazon shopping at amazon.shiningwizards.com. And become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. And now, it's time for the Shining Wizards.
You are watching The Shining Wizard. Wrestling Podcast. Mwah.
I do. So, welcome, everybody, to episode 682 of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast, coming to you live on Facebook, on YouTube, on the Twitter machine, on Instagram, and going with you wherever you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Google Play. What else? I think we're on Pandora.
Pandora? Yeah.
Yeah. What's the one that's not a thing anymore? Stitcher?
Stitcher, yeah. That's
Stitcher's not a thing anymore. We used to be on Stitcher. You literally just put Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast into your search bar in the Google, and then it comes up everywhere. It's literally ever. TuneIn is a thing.
TuneIn, never heard of it.
Dude, I listen to everything I listen to goes through Spotify, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what everybody else is doing, but it's episode 682 of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast, where, of course, it's wrestling talk.
And talk about the wrestling.
Matt.
Handsome Kevin.
Oh, right. That's it. That's just the two of us building castles in the sky. People are very excited that Tony's not here.
Well, that's wrong.
Yeah, Scott George, an episode where we don't have to listen to Tony telling us how much he hates wrestling.
Ah, fuck wrestling.
Wow.
I just figured, I'd help Scott George out.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Does Scott George need the help?
Maybe I could do like I'll be the other two wizards as well, Fuck wrestling. Fuck ski McGuckski. Right? Pretty much nailed it, right?
You
I'm not ornery. Who said I was ornery? Do I look ornery?
You do?
Ah, he looks hornery.
Ornery, yes. Yes. What does KJG says? If you look ornery,
I would call your doctor as soon as possible.
yeah, all right.
Again, he can still call my doctor. I'm pretty sure he's not going to want to talk to him.
They are here in spirit. HK.
All right.
So you know what though? What? Without them, the show will not. It will not. Stinkso McGinkso. It will not. This show will be. The show will be full of. So we can't have funsy McGunsies. Oh yeah. And of course, if you're tuning in, there will be tons of comedy magomedy. One day I will let you know how I spell all these things.
That'd be great. I would love to see it.
I think I just put fucking a bunch of letters next to each other.
That's not how everybody spells shit.
Yeah,
you
but not
put letters next to each other. That's how
Gee
you
whiz.
fucking spell words, man. Jumping fucking Jesus.
I am the cat comer. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? What the fuck?
How else are you gonna say? Fuck, I'm past it. I'm just gonna
With
leave it alone.
content like this, how can I refuse?
Right. There it is.
Oh yeah, all right, you're right. I put a bunch of letters together that don't look like they belong together. That's
Okay. So you're spelling
the
incorrectly.
words that were trying to come out of my mouth.
You see how I spell stuff? I put letters together. It's fucking nuts. You believe this shit?
I'm out of control today.
The fucking same way everybody else fucking does it.
You know what? I never ever went on this show and pretended like I was the smart one. Okay.
Because you would have to pretend.
It's a tough act, my friend.
Well, how are you, man? How are you?
I'm good. It was not a bad week. Not a bad week. I went to the doctor today for my hernia finally.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever. I knew exactly
care
what
of
he
you?
was. What?
They taking care of you?
He told me exactly what I told my wife, so that makes me a fucking doctor.
You going under the knife? The knifing you?
I have to call tomorrow.
Okay.
He just looked at it. He asked me a bunch of questions. There's no discomfort. There's no pain.
Okay.
It's just a bump, but I'm going to get busy, so I'd rather just get it taken care of before work gets busy than have something happen in the middle of the summer. So he recommended me to a surgeon, so I got to call him tomorrow.
Gotcha.
And then I have I got a lot of freckles.
Okay.
Right? And I have a mole on my arm and one on my back. The one on my back I can't see. So my fucking wife, before she leaves for work, she goes, "Lift up your shirt." I was like, "Oh yeah."
You lift up your shirt.
She fucking took a marker and circled the mole, and she was like, "Have the doctor look at that."
So I don't know. Have I ever told you the story about the mole on my back?
No.
Oh fuck, man. So you guys got ticks out in Jersey, I'm sure of it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we
Wood
do,
ticks
yeah.
and bullshit. Yeah. So they
Yeah.
freak me out. Freak me out. Can't stand them, right? I got back home from the cabin and, checking myself, right? And on my back, I was like, oh fuck, that's a tick, right? But it was right in that spot, like I couldn't reach it. So I got a knife and I tried to flick it off and the motherfucker wasn't coming off. So I was like, oh great, the motherfucker's digging. So I fucking got a bigger knife, a sharper knife, and I fucking cut that thing out. Started bleeding everywhere. Molly gets home. She's like, what did you do? Because it looked like there was a mass murder. So I actually ended up cutting a mole off my back. Because I was convinced it was a fucking tick. Took the knife and cut it right the fuck off my back.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't stand for ticks, man.
Isolate that, Eric Freed, you fucking freak.
All right, that's not nice, Tony. Jesus Christ. He's not even here and he's assaulting people.
Yeah, I appreciate it though.
Yeah, and then the doctor was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a dermatologist."
Appreciate
like,
your honesty.
Hey man, I had orders. I followed them. He's like, "There's a dermatologist next door." I'm like, "Great." He's like, "Just leave the office and just open the door next to it." And I was like, "Great." And then I went and the fucking door was locked.
Right.
And I went back inside and the lady's like, "They close at 4:45." I'm like, 4:45? Who fucking? It's a weird time to close.
Right.
So I'll call them tomorrow and make an appointment.
Isn't that a weird thing to do though? Like just go to the door next door, like the dermatologist next door.
So the doctors weren't in their regular office; they were in a remote location because their office got flooded.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, but that was my journey today, and my wife was off this morning, and I went to the post office to mail some things, and got her breakfast, and did some stuff around the house. So I had a productive day.
Had a boy. Good job.
Big week coming up. It's fucking opening day Thursday. I can't wait. Can't wait. Take all the TVs in the house. I put them in the living room.
Oh, I've seen the setup. I mean, not in person, but I've seen the pics.
Oh yeah,
They got
great.
a big
Baseball opening day always usually happens around WrestleMania, so I don't give a fuck about WrestleMania.
There's no way. Not this year, especially.
Not this year. There was a couple years ago where opening day was on a Sunday, the same day as WrestleMania, where the Hardys came back.
Yeah.
Nope, I was watching some fucking opening, like the Giants and the Diamondbacks. I could give a shit less about WrestleMania.
But you cared about the Giants and the fucking Diamondbacks.
I love baseball, dude.
I mean, I appreciate your commitment. I
also
tried,
like-
man. I tried. I'm gonna try
I feel
again
like
this season.
I feel like we talked about this last year. Like when Wrestlemania comes around, you try and be as active as possible on social media with the Wizards account. I in general, but I'm an old person and I can't. It's not. I don't know. There's something about it. Like we do a wrestling podcast. We've been doing it for so long. I feel like we have great takes and opinions, and I think we do an amazing show. It's a lot of fun. It's a good listen. It's like listening to your friends hang out.
Right.
But man, I go on Twitter and I scroll for like 2 minutes and I'm like, I'm done with this. I can't do this. And there's some people who are like fucking tweeting every like 6 minutes. And I'm like, nobody gives a shit. Nobody. If it's your brand and you're trying to interact, I get it. But that's a full-time job. I already got a full-time job, brother.
Yeah, I'm right with you, man. I can't understand the people that just tweet minutes apart. You know, like it makes no sense, and it's not even like bullshit pertaining to anything. It's like, hey guys, got new sneaks.
Right.
You think this shirt will look good with them?
Gonna order food tonight. Who wants to ask me anything while I wait? It's like, who the fuck are you?
Right. That's what you should ask, man, from now on. Anytime you see that, just ask, who the fuck are you?
So then the Mania weekend rolls around, and now because it's in like fucking Philadelphia, which is like 90 minutes from us here in Jersey, like it's just gonna be the timelines, and even like my personal Facebook because I'm friends with it, it's just like a lot, and I'm like, I'm good. Like I don't want any part of this. It just seems like overwhelming.
But
for
not
me.
this year.
I
Not
can't
this
speak. I will watch, right?
Yeah.
But like just like there was a time that just the social media aspect of it for me is like during WrestleMania weekend is a lot because there was a time where I was like annoyed because I felt like we should be there.
Like at WrestleMania?
Yeah, like I don't know, like I'm seeing like all these people interact with all these wrestlers and do these cool things. And I'm like, but we know all the same people and maybe we know bigger stars. Right. Why are we not taking this opportunity to do it?
It's almost like a jealousy thing.
Kind of, or like it used to be a FOMO.
Oh yeah.
Look, there was a good chunk of time, HK, where I wanted this to be like my job.
That'd be great.
Right? But to do that, you have to put in the work, and one person, like as a team, everyone has to be committed.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it was fair that I was asking like Tony, who's got a wife and a kid and like a full-time job, and like KJG, who's like he lives with his dad and stuff, like I don't know if I don't know. I'm just in my own head tonight. I'm a weirdo.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, like there was a time where I was like, I have to do this. We have to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go, like, I would spend all my time doing wrestling shit. My wife was like, you need to chill. And I was like, no, like, I want this to be like my job. But then everybody else wasn't as committed as me. So then I would get fucking mad at them it was silly because I was like, now it's just like, whatever. Not whatever, but it's not what. But I think like if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, right? If somebody watches the show or the right person hears this and they want us to do like, but like before I was like, when I wasn't working, I was like trying to make the show better to the point where I think it was like detrimental to the show.
Right, trying to
where
force.
I was like aggressive with like Tony and KJG. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Why the fuck isn't this done? Someone needs to fucking step up and do this.
Jeez.
Like, dude, it's 2:00 in the morning. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm fucking wired. So now it's a lot less actually.
Yeah. That's a little aggressive. Well, 2 a.m. What the fuck text is not. They were texts, right? They weren't phone calls.
No, I don't talk on the phone. I hate talking on the phone.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that.
Yeah,
When you call me, I think it's like I think something's wrong.
Right.
So I like answer, but
Yeah.
like I will never I hate talking on the phone.
See, and I don't make too many calls. Like Al will call me, right? And outside of that, like my wife, Duke, right, from time to time, but not too many phone calls. But when I call you, it's usually like something that sometimes it could be a simple text, right? But I think I've called you maybe 3 times in my life.
Yes.
And the other, I think the one was super important, and
Yep.
still appreciate you very much for that. And the other 2 where it probably could have been text, like when I called you the other day, that probably could have been a text. But I went, you know what? I can just fucking grab it quick. Hey, got all your shit? Good, perfect. See you later.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being fun time for us on the video game.
Yeah, no,
action.
look, I hate talking on the phone. Let's see. Abram Bumps is like the idea of Matt running the Wizards like Tony Khan. Mott Spock, was it easier to make actual money back when you started as the market was so much less saturated? I mean, we sold t-shirts, but we ended up giving away more than we sold.
Whoa! I gotta check this out here. I don't know if you saw the chat. We
What?
got Kate says major announcement.
I think she's like she's piggybacking off of Apron Bumps, me running the Wizards like Tony
okay.
Khan.
I didn't connect that at all. I was like, wait, what the fuck? What's going on?
Next
What do we
week
got?
on the Wizards, Kate from Fightful, Kate's Corner, and Misa Kate, and no Tony. Major announcement done.
It's going to be we have the best show in the world with the most talent, and it's going to be so much fun.
And there's going to be a tournament. We're going to have results from Mania Madness. People, I know what you're thinking. Where are the Mania Madness results, Matt? They're coming tomorrow. The Elite 8 is set. I didn't have time to make a video today. I got the morning off tomorrow. You're going to get a video. And just to say fuck you to Tony, I'm going to say WrestleMania a zillion fucking times.
So I watched the video that he was, and quite honestly, I don't think it sounds bad. I think it would sound weird. It would sound weird if you went,
17 versus 5.
Right. When you say WrestleMania, or you could slide in a Mania every now and again, but a WrestleMania, I think you're fine.
Yeah, it's not like I'm doing like fucking Unforgiven 07 against Unforgiven 2000.
Now
It's WrestleMania, the biggest show of the year.
let me ask you this, because I've been voting, right? I've been,
All right.
but WrestleMania 9, man. WrestleMania 9.
What about it, buddy?
Talk to me about WrestleMania 9.
WrestleMania 9. Where was WrestleMania 9? It faced WrestleMania 3 in the first round.
That's a tough poll.
It's a tough pull.
That sucks.
Man, what are you going to do? What do you do? Bro, WrestleMania 13 didn't even make it out of the first round.
I think I like WrestleMania 9 better.
I mean, look, so that's the fun part. And I talked to a couple people who were voting on the Mania Madness. And if you're not up to date, Mania Madness, we took the field of WrestleManias. We eliminated 3 to bring it down to 36. We had 4 play-in games on Twitter. And then that brought it down to 32 teams, 32 Manias. And then it's been a March Madness, Mania Madness tournament voted on by the fans to decide what the greatest WrestleMania is. So the Sweet 16 just ended. The video is on YouTube. The Elite 8 video will come out tomorrow morning. Stop Nelly. But I think it's a lot. There's a lot of like this. I think people vote with their heart, right?
Of course.
Right.
That's
So,
what all
like,
wrestling is voting with your heart.
Stop, Nelly. So, like, I am more inclined to vote for WrestleManias 1 through 14 versus because that's where my bread is buttered, right? So, like, I voted for 9.
Yeah.
Look, but I think like people like, 3 is WrestleMania 3. It's got Andre Hogan. It's got Steamboat Savage. It's got Piper Adonis. it's got a lot of other shit on it. Like a lot of WrestleMania has a lot of shit.
Yeah, Little Beaver's on WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, he gets killed.
I know.
Right? He gets smushed. All right, but there's also like a fucking Earthquake Hercules match on one of them. You know, like 17's pretty fucking complete. That's why it was the number one overall. But man, I would love an upset. I'm rooting for an upset.
Yeah, me too. Always rooting for an upset.
I love a good upset.
Yeah, that's why I was still. I mean, in my mind, WrestleMania 9 would not have been an upset, but I was really, really pulling for that WrestleMania 9, man.
Okay, so 9, the Shrinkers Steiners is awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Love Tatanka HBK. Hate that it ends in a DQ.
Of course, but that's how all of his matches were ending at that point.
I know, but I feel like, man, like that was the time to give Tatanka the like. I think Tatanka should have had an IC title run.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I fucking love Tatanka, dude. I was a huge Tatanka fan. There's a lot of Undertaker matches I can do without. Like the streak as a whole is great.
Yep.
But man, a lot of them are bad. Him and Bundy at 11. Him and Snuka's nothing great.
Of course.
Him against what? The one where Nathan Jones comes in.
Oh, the Legend of Baga Road.
Him and Giant Gonzalez is fucking awful. What is that? Ether? I smell it from here.
Yeah. It's rough.
It's rough.
Yeah.
What else is on 9? Perfect Luger, which
that was not a good performance.
no, the build up to it was great.
Yeah.
But then the match was shit. Brett Yoko,
Yeah.
is great.
It was a good match.
Don't like DiBiase. I'd have to go back and watch DiBiase IRS against Beefer and Dude.
Not a bad match. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't great. It's kind of what you would expect of it from, I think, all of them at this time. That's where Jimmy turns his coat inside out. Remember that he becomes the official. It's good enough. It was good enough.
No, it's not.
I think it was probably good enough.
No, it's not. The whole fucking. I still have these Patreon shows in the back. It's gonna happen. This 1993.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I love it.
The whole Jimmy Hart becoming the fucking manager of Beefcake and Hogan is the fucking dumbest shit.
No, it's not.
It's so
it's
fucking
not.
stupid.
No way. When he tries to stop them from continuously crushing Beefer's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing
And then,
wrong with
okay,
that.
which is okay. You're a nice guy. Like you,
Right.
I don't know why all of a sudden you decided you're not going to be a piece of shit heel manager, but now all of a sudden you're with the Hulkster, a dude who's never needed a manager his whole career in the WWF. Why does the Hulkster need a mouthpiece?
He doesn't necessarily need one, but now he's got one. I tell you what, he's better than Liz too.
And then, do you remember? Let me ask you this:
Hit me.
those Raws,
Yep.
like building up, how dark the fucking Brutus Beefcake stuff was.
A little bit, yeah.
Where he like wanted to kill his mother died, his father
Right.
died, he wanted to kill himself, his wife divorced him,
and
Vince
then there's a
McMahon's like,
voice.
and then Vince is like, and then your face got destroyed.
Right. But do you
And
remember
he's like, but then I at the hospital I heard a voice.
Yes.
And I'm like, what? And I'm like watching this like fucking 4 times because I'm like recording it, I'm pulling sound bites.
Yep. It's fucking amazing.
Every single one of them is different.
Yeah. Yep. I heard a voice. You okay, brother?
Mike Peterson, Taker, John Gonzalez was the worst piece of shit I've ever seen. Scott George, Doink and Crush sucked.
Crush sucked. Doink didn't suck.
Double Doink at the end, right?
Double Doink, man. That was a fun that was fun as hell. See, and I think the other thing that I like so much about WrestleMania 9, it was the first time they had a crazy like set. It was outdoors. It was over the top. Up until then, they didn't have that. So when 9 hit and they have like everything's different. It's colorful. It's fucking beautiful set. Like I love WrestleMania 9, man. Underrated.
I like WrestleMania 9 too. I think you know what? I think the Hogan win sours it for a lot of people though.
I don't know. I don't know why.
What do you
Why?
mean, why? Why was he back and why was he in the fucking title picture?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily. It's not the greatest, right? Him
No,
coming back and
it's-
beating Yoke isn't the greatest, but
Shit.
it happened. It's fine.
Well, I don't know, man. It was unnecessary.
No, absolutely unnecessary, but I don't think it ruins the whole fucking event.
I mean, that's what you send the people home. Like, I don't know what I don't know what WWF does, WWE does to the audio, but I'm pretty sure like people booed the shit out of that.
I'm sure I still have the original VHS,
Yeah,
and we just hooked up a VCR the other day.
it's awesome, right?
It fucking blew. Molly had a ton of like home videos, right? And she's like, "We will get this VCR hooked up for me." I was sure by the adapter, so the adapter came. I hooked up the VCR. First fucking tape I pop in, I heard, God, what was it? It wasn't Slim Jim. It wasn't Slim Jim. Who in 2001? It was the Slam of the Week for WWE. Who was the sponsor? I can't remember.
Was it oh god, the fucking boombox?
JVC could have been.
JVC Kaboom Box?
Yeah, something like that. But I fucking popped the tape in. First thing that pops up, Slam of the Week, and I went, "Oh, we're watching this shit right now." So, fucking pop it in. It's a clip of Rikishi, and they come back. I'm watching Sunday Night Heat, and they got Taz and Michael Cole live from WWF New York.
Nice.
And then Al Snow pops up in a fucking ref shirt with two little guys, and he says, "I don't want to work in a place where William Regal's the general manager." One of the little guys that comes out without a shirt, fucking the Dink, Peter Dinklage. Peter
Nice.
Dinklage, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this, going, "This is fucking insane!" Like, babe, isn't that the Dink? And Molly's like, "Who's the Dink?" And it's like Dinklage. So, blew me away.
Mike Peterson, Hogan hijacking the title was the shit Sunday on top of a puke sandwich. Apron Bump says Stacker 2.
Could have been Stacker too. Yeah.
Mike Peterson says Mountain Dew.
No, not Mountain Dew.
Apron Bump hits you with a lugs.
Maybe a Lugs. Yeah. Yeah.
Slam of
sure.
the week. JVC.
It was fucking
Kaboom.
awesome though. Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
You can't beat it.
You,
beat it.
uh,
I have like 3 VCRs in my basement.
Yeah, we just got the one, but it still works, man. It's the one that I bought 20 some years ago.
Yeah, nice.
Still working,
Oh, my
man.
buddy Jamie. I told my buddy Jamie, son of Rockula, who he played with.
Yeah.
I said,
I know,
you
Jamie.
you got a VCR. You find a VCR, let me know. He fucking coming over one day. He goes, I found 3 VCRs on the side of the road. They all work. They all work. Some guy was, dude. Jamie goes to like yard sales and shit, and then he waits till the end when the people just throw them out. Like they don't sell them, so they put them on the curb, and he fucking goes by and he picks them up. Showed up with fucking 3 VCRs. He's like, see if they work.
Can you keep your eye out for a VCR? He shows up. I got 3.
Yeah, 3. It's fucking the
man
best.
the man that gets things done. I appreciate Jamie.
Wow,
I
Scott
appreciate
was-
his knowledge on Jersey cows as well.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable. Scott George, WCW had Ruse
Ruse
as
The
a
fuck's
sponsor. Ruse, I think, was a shoe. What is Ruse?
I never heard of Ruse.
Ruse WCW.
Like under Ruse?
No, I think it was shoes.
Ruse shoes?
Yeah, 1990. Ruse, yes, Ruse shoes catalog.
I would just remember them with what was it 10-10-220 at the end.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, at the end
Yeah,
of the day.
10-10-220.
10-10-220. When they had the fucking pussy logo.
dude, you could have got Stinger shoes.
Ruse
said-
Stinger shoes?
Ruse Stinger shoes. They said Sting on the tongue.
That's it though, not like a scorpion on the heel or anything.
Nope.
Doesn't
On the
seem-
bottom of the shoes
Okay.
had
That's-
scorpions.
That's not bad.
Fuck,
I'm not in
man.
love with it, but it's not bad.
They had Road Warrior ones. Oh, they had like Wrestle War 90. They had the the posts had a Ruse thing around it.
Did they really?
Yeah. Oh, let's.
I don't remember that at all.
You want to hear a Ruse commercial?
I'd love to.
All right. Make sure there's no. Okay. I want to make sure there's no commercial in front of the commercial. Let's turn the volume up here. This is unmuted. I'm gonna make sure this is too loud. All right.
Wait, chill, California. Yo, cool muscle dude, Sting Man.
Like what Sting like wearing his
Like
feet?
Ruse, dude.
Ruse! Shoes for your feet, pockets for your stuff.
It's Power Piston Muscle Monster Total Package Lex Luger. Mr. Total, what's on your 2 feet?
Ruse! Shoes for your feet, pockets for your stuff.
Look out!
It's the mutant psycho savage, no mercy demolition scream! Legion of Doom! What do road warriors wear on the road to destruction?
Ruse.
Ruse! Shoes for your feet, pockets for your stuff.
Whoa, doggy, down, doggy. A half dozen dogs, hot dogging, doing the dog double time. So what dog face Rick Steiner wear on his dog? Ruse!
Shoes for your feet.
What the fuck?
Best part of that commercial is when he calls Lex Luger Mr. Total.
God damn. What a
bad.
WCWworldwide.com. What a website.
Yeah, it sounds like a great spot.
Holy snakes.
You know how much I love Worldwide.
Yeah, man. Worldwide's the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy shit. Ruse.
Ruse, man.
Get yourself some.
Now, if you were able to grab yourself a pair of Ruse,
Yeah.
who are you grabbing?
Oh, Sting.
Really?
No doubt.
You mean Sting Man? Going that way?
Yes, 100%. Give me the Stingers.
Gonna get some Sting Man.
Sting Man.
Mr.
Yeah.
Total.
100%.
Man, I don't know. Over the Steiners, over Mr. Total.
I don't know. Let's see if I could see. Steiner Brothers Ruse shoes.
They said that they wore Ruse.
I know. They said they wore them, but there's
Right.
actually pictures of. Not Steiner Brothers shoes, you idiot.
Sting Man.
But, like their Sting ones actually have Sting on the tongue.
Okay.
Let me see. Ruse, WCW.
Do they light up heels like LA Gear?
No, they don't. The Road Warriors are just black and green.
Leave something to be desired.
Yeah. They're not great. There's nothing great about any of these shoes, but the Sting ones, I would go with the Sting ones.
Oh,
Okay.
speaking of wrestler shoes, and I know we haven't really got into any current stuff yet, but your guy Will Ospreay, right?
Okay.
You love him. I'm
a
coming
fan.
to love him, right? I'm
Okay.
getting there.
Give it to me, bro.
The fuck are you tucking your pants into your socks for?
I can't answer. I can't answer these questions.
The fuck are you doing tucking your pants into your socks?
I can't,
All
again,
right. Fine wrestler. Good promo. The fuck are you doing tucking your fucking pants into your socks?
I don't know. Maybe it's a British thing.
I don't think it is a British thing.
Okay. Maybe it's. I mean, people wear fucking socks with sandals too.
Oh, well, that's more acceptable than tucking
it's
your
not.
tucking your pants into your socks.
They're both retarded.
Of course they are. But he's your guy.
Okay, but I don't fucking dress them. I don't know what to tell you.
I need explanations, right?
Ask. Do you want me to tweet at him?
Maybe you should. Yeah, just
All
say,
right,
hey,
let's
man,
I'm gonna do it right now.
I appreciate it. Hope you're doing
Hey,
well.
At Will Ospreay. Gotta spell his name right.
Yeah,
so
probably
tag
spell it
him.
right. That's important.
Hey, Will Ospreay.
If you spelling, you put the letters
Question.
together.
Why do you tuck your pants into your socks?
Yeah. Hey, man, hope you're doing well. Why are you tucking your pants into your socks? XOXO double T.
All right, I tweeted it. Adam.
All right.
Let's see. He has like 2 hours to get a response back.
All right. That'll be good. You want me to retweet it? Can we get some little thunder behind
Sure,
it?
yeah. Let's see if we can
Yeah.
get. Look, if you're in the chat right now or you're watching this at Wizards Podcast, I just tweeted at. Get down, Nelly. I just tweeted at Will Ospreay. Let's get some Let's get some retweets. Let's get some hearts, likes. See if he answers us. Tells us why he tucks his pants into his socks.
I want an answer on this one because it looks fucking ridiculous.
Well, I'm not telling him that.
But what's
I'm not telling. You can tell him that it looks fucking ridiculous. I'm not telling him. It
Why
looks
wouldn't you
fucking
tell?
ridiculous.
If I'm not lying, it looks fucking ridiculous. Why wouldn't you say it?
Because it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you.
It does bother me.
Okay, it bothers fucking if he went to the ring with socks and sandals, then we'd have a problem.
Socks with sandals, there's a problem, but not tucking your pants into your socks.
I'm not saying it's not a problem. I just don't.
A problem.
It doesn't bother me as much as socks and sandals.
Both are bad calls.
Yes.
But I'm gonna say socks with sandals is more acceptable.
Okay. See, I don't accept that.
Why?
I think socks with sandals is goofy.
It is goofy.
Defeats the purpose of fucking sandals.
I understand.
Okay, so that's the hill I want to die on, but you want to die on pants. I agree, pants tucked into the socks is a silly look.
Yeah.
But that's the hill that bothers you more than socks and sandals. And you're not going to change my mind.
Right, but so here's the thing, though. Are you doing socks with sandals and you're wearing pants? Because if you're doing socks and sandals and pants, it's a little bit more acceptable than if you're wearing shorts. Short socks and sandals is fucking horrible.
It's not. None of it's acceptable.
Well, least acceptable of them all is tucking your pants into your socks.
It's for you.
For everybody, man.
We're just chasing our tail here. We're wasting time. We're burning sunlight here.
All right.
Let's agree to disagree.
No, I disagree to disagree.
How about we both hate the man bun?
Yeah, not a fan.
No.
I shaved
Look,
that bastard Petey Brown's man bun right off.
If you have the long hair and you need to do it, but if you have the pumpkin stem, the moon stem,
whoa, moon stem's completely different. Completely different. Yeah, man. The moon stem. You don't know the moon stem?
What is that?
It's a boner joke. He's got a fucking moon stem for fucking March. Yeah, moon stem for March.
Yeah, but then the thing on the top of your head looks like a pumpkin stem when you have
does look
no
like a pumpkin
hair,
stem.
and you just put up. Then you look stupid.
It's like a Pebbles Flintstone type situation.
Don't be a Pebbles.
Don't be a Pebbles.
Don't be a Pebbles.
Little update from our main man Tropical. He said
he's sending updates in.
Yeah, he said he's about an hour away from Gettysburg. I don't know what that does for you.
All right. Well, Pennsylvania's giant. He can go north, south, east, west.
Okay. I don't know.
If you're out there, if you're near Gettysburg, keep an eye out for Tropical.
He's out there.
He's doing Tropical shit.
Getting things done.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
I'm thinking about getting him a tropical shirt. Sending him a tropical shirt.
All right. Like a Tommy Bahamas?
Yeah, something like that. My fear is that when you get a gift for somebody like that,
yeah,
he's not going to go with it. That's my fear. He's going to say, "Hey, thanks, man." And he's going to put it in his closet and it'll just sit there forever.
Yes, when I brought Tony a Nia Jax t-shirt, I knew he wasn't going to wear it.
Now, does he still have it?
That's a great question. I don't know.
If he makes it tonight, I'll call him out on it. Don't worry. I got you, man.
I'm not worried. It was funny.
I'm calling him out. Calling him out.
Now I don't know what he's doing with it.
He's got something.
Can I ask you a question?
Always.
So, Year of Duke and Rogue podcast, fantastic production of the Gorilla Brain podcasting family network, whatever you guys call it. Available wherever you listen to podcasts. You should check it out. You guys are going through 88. Because there's such a gap in between shows, sometimes I feel like more context would be like, you're like, oh, the Rougeaus against the, like, I like the Rougeaus.
I like the Rougeaus too.
But you're like, are they heels or are they faces?
Right.
So I feel like there's like,
I know what you're referencing.
Yeah.
But
I wanted to bring this up last week, but we got off the fucking path with the Slick Miss Elizabeth conversation.
Right, which is still Miss Elizabeth is useless. But the whole what we were trying to say is that people should not be booing them.
No, not that. I just mean like if I've never watched SummerSlam 88, right?
Right.
I think you need to give like more content. Like they showed up, they were good guys, but then people hate them because they feel like they're mocking becoming Americans.
Okay.
But you guys just like are like, oh, like, are they good? Are they bad? We don't know. What makes it good? What makes them bad?
And I think that for the most part, I think the majority of the listeners of our show, if you're tuning in, you probably know a little bit about.
I know, but I always like to think like, oh, someone will stumble upon this, and and there's such a gap. It's not like when you did TNA when it's like every month there's a pay-per-view. Like you guys are gonna do like your 5th show and you're already at fucking Survivor Series.
Yeah, one more
Saturday night's main event. Then it's not as condensed.
It isn't. A lot more things play out in between, but we're not gonna be covering Wrestling Challenge in between.
No, but but there's stuff that happens on those shows that is is important to the stories that play out on Saturday night's SNME, as the kids are saying now.
And I'll tell you, Duke does a fabulous job. Sometimes he fills in those gaps. He will watch.
I think
those
he does
shows.
a great job.
Yeah,
he just. I don't know how he deals with your abuse the whole show, but
my abuse. I don't know.
Oh, you're so you go after Duke. I feel so bad for the guy.
Oh, Lee, you're something else. Fucking riding the Duke dick.
I mean, look, I can't look past the fucking hat he wore on the apron. I don't know what. If he fucking lost a bet to somebody.
He's a gem. He is a gem.
Look, Duke is fan. I love Duke. I love him. But man, when Kyle put that clip out of him wearing, I don't know what the fuck. He looked like fucking Woody from Toy Story.
Somebody said, I forget who it was, but somebody said he looked like Tom Petty. I don't. You know what? Not bad.
Yeah.
Kinda
dead
did.
Fucking Tom Petty now from the fucking grave. Holy shit. Like, look, I'm no fucking gem. I know what I look like I would never put a cowboy hat on this head. Forget about it.
Why not?
Oh, I would look fucking dumb as shit. Like dumber than I usually look.
You ever worn a cowboy hat?
No.
Ever? Never?
No. I live in fucking New Jersey.
I don't know. You don't got like a ranch? There's no ranches up there?
A ranch? What is this? Fucking hey dude? No ranches, buddy. Sorry.
Okay, I just figured maybe one in northern Jersey, maybe you get a ranch.
There's like farms.
Okay, there's no ranches then?
What's the fucking difference?
I think a ranch there's more like horses, right? You're rearing. There's more rearing. Oh yeah, stuff like that. I think there's a big difference between a farm and a ranch.
Okay, ranches only raise livestock.
There it is.
While farms maintain crops and animals.
Yes. So
there are definitely ranches around here.
All right. So put on your cowboy hat, ranch up.
No. Oh, look at that. Look at this guy. Perhaps he's familiar with Duke. How often do you get to talk about the Smoking Guns? Had to bust it out. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. My man.
This Luke Peterson character, he seems to know a thing or two about Duke.
Yeah. They probably know a little bit about each other.
I mean, if you go back a couple episodes, the Sidewinder episode, that's all they did was talk about the Smoking Guns, HK and KJG and Tony.
Yeah. It's a good run. Good run.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ron Bass Jr. should be joining us momentarily.
Okay.
So I don't want to start another because I do want you want to talk about Dark Side of the Ring, and I know it seems like you had some qualms with Dark Side of the Ring or Vice or your local cable operating system.
You have no idea my issue this week. No idea.
All right. Oh, look at this. Maybe Asian Joe can do it on the Mark Order podcast. If I put on a cowboy hat, then I'm looking like I'm in a tag team with Jimmy Wang Yang.
Wait, is that racist?
Not if he says it.
Okay. Gotcha.
His name is Asian Joe. He is an Asian.
I understand that.
He represents the Asian community.
The community. Gotcha.
Yep.
Good representation with that Asian Joe, too.
Right?
Yeah, and he's in Nebraska, so he's probably cowboy hats aplenty.
Oh, my God. The Cornhuskers, Cowboys.
That's about it over there. Yeah, really.
Yeah, right? I think Magnum Wrestling is out there, right?
Magnum, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Heidi Howitzer was just there.
Cold Stone, Tim Boston's home promotion.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah, one day.
Maybe.
There's a lot that goes on up here where I can't remember everything.
Well, we're working on it.
I'm trying to do my best here.
We got.
Now, how do you want to do this, HK? Now, there's only two of us.
There's only two of us.
Do we make him? Because there is an option where we can make him big and we can be small people.
We can be small people.
I think
We can
that's
be
the
the
way to go.
we can be the dink.
We have to. Yes, we are the dinks. And
We
have
can
to
be the
feature,
dinks.
We have to feature the doink.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean, however you want to do it.
All right, who you want to bring him in?
I'll bring him in.
Bring
I'll
in our
him
guest.
I'm
for the
bringing
night,
him in.
please.
All right, I'm bringing him in. He's in. Oh yeah.
Mr.
Hello.
Bass. How
Hello.
are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Good. You got a voice for radio, man. Whoa.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
What's going on? Thanks for taking
It's-
time out of your busy schedule to join us tonight.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not busy. And I'd also rather have. I'm happy that I have a voice for radio and not a face for radio.
Join the club.
Yeah, a couple of us.
No, wait. I have a face for radio.
Oh, don't do that to yourself. No,
what
it's
happened?
too early for the self-deprecation. It's Monday. Save it for like Wednesday when it's the middle of the week and shit hits the fan, y'all. Can I cuss? I'm sorry. I should have
Of
asked
course.
first.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, cool.
Too late. We're done. We just got fucking.
Well, see you later.
We are forever booted from every stream we're on.
That's cool. Yeah, it'll be all right.
Yes, you could cuss, Mr. Bass. What do we call
Perfect.
you, Mr. Bass Jr., Junior,
Ron.
Ron?
Ronnie, Mr. Bass. I don't care.
Baby Bass.
That if that's what you prefer, that's fine. I'll deal with it.
Okay.
I've been called worse things
I believe that's true.
by possibly better people.
Maybe it's like carried away.
Yeah.
Definitely better people.
Whoa, take it easy.
What?
Take it
No,
easy.
come on.
the
We're
jur-
low.
the- The jury's still out on that. I haven't decided yet. We'll see.
We're low. Wait, what is it? I feel like low people on the totem pole is wrong, right? Because you want to be on the bottom.
You want to be low on the totem pole, yes.
So we wouldn't be the low people. We would be the top. We'd be the tiny people on the top.
All right.
Wait, I thought the saying was being the low man on the totem pole.
It's one of those things that everybody gets wrong. You want to be the low
Oh.
man on the totem
Like
pole.
the whole blood is thicker than water.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, my man.
People yeah, that's one of those that I know. I don't know a whole lot about anything, but I know a little bit about a lot.
My main man, Ronnie Bass.
Yes, sir.
I like that. Well, we appreciate you taking time to join
Yeah.
us tonight. We got WrestleMania weekends coming up, and I know you're going to be out in the Philadelphia area. I know
I will.
you're going to be on a couple big shows. Like you're on Effie's Big Gay Brunch.
I am. I should have prepared myself and got all my flyers ready so I can plug the info correctly. I'm so
You know what?
unprofessional.
I tried. I tried for you. We got Master Wrestling and BYO Wrestling from the woods to the hood.
Yes.
I know
And
you're
then
doing
I
a
am-
4-man tag match.
Yes, I am also on. Hold on, let me find it. I'm also on the. God, I don't know what they're called anymore. GSW. It is the show before the Smash Master and the BYO show.
Oh,
I don't. God, what are they called? Hold on. Grand Slam Wrestling. That's the name of the. That's what they call themselves now.
Grand Slam Wrestling.
Grand Slam Wrestling. I am wrestling a gentleman named Uncle Masty. It's a great card. Cole Radrick is also on that card. Shout out Cole Radrick, one of my best friends in the world.
Uncle, wait, what? Uncle who?
Uncle Masty. He is he is a mainstay on the roster of Smash Master.
He's not Uncle Nasty.
No, with an M.
Uncle Masty.
Uncle Masty. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna beat his ass. But anyways,
Hell yeah.
My man.
and that's the neither here nor there. But yeah, that show starts at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. At that same venue, the Yuki Club on Franklin in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Have you ever been to Philadelphia?
I have never been. So yes and no.
It's a shithole.
I've never spent enough time in Philadelphia to say to properly say I've been to Philadelphia.
Okay.
Whenever I wrestle at H2O, I have to fly into Philadelphia and then get a ride or drive to Jersey. So that's
Right.
9 out of 10 times. That's what it did. That's what I do. I had lunch at a diner there one time before an H2O show, but that was it.
It's
with
a
my-
shithole. Philadelphia sucks.
With
Sucks.
with my good friend Andy Brown.
Look,
Shout
you
out
fucking
Andy Brown.
are you gonna name drop all night?
Oh, I'm gonna talk about. Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna talk about my friends all fucking night. You thought I was gonna talk about me? Nope. Anytime I get on one of these, I'm putting over my friends. Sorry
All
about
right,
it.
who are we putting over?
I appreciate it.
It's not. It's whoever organically comes up in conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because we might have mutual friends here. We're in the Jersey, So we know maybe a lot of the same people.
Well, I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida originally, and now I live in the Midwest. So
I was gonna say you're a Midwest guy. I thought
I am now. Yes, as of November 18th, 2023, I am a resident of the Middle West.
How do you feel about that?
It's fucking cold.
Yeah.
For no reason. It is March 25th, 2024, and it was 35 degrees this morning, and it's 65 degrees out right now, which is insane to me. That it was just a 30-degree temperature difference in a span of 12 hours.
So you got to be southern part of the Midwest then.
Oh, I'm Kentuckiana.
Yeah.
Like, I'm technically not Kentucky, but I'm right across the bridge. So,
gotcha. Not bad. What's the scene like in that area? You got a home promotion there?
I have been wrestling for Paradigm Professional Wrestling up here since 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is my home that's like few and far between my home promotion up here. Like, they were the first people to really put me on before outside of Florida, before anyone else. They were the first ones. Like, that's family.
How's it adjusting from, because I know Florida is super active on the indie scene. There's going on all over the place, and now you're out there in Kentuckiana, as you would say. How's the adjustment?
It's not that bad.
Okay.
It's not that bad, and people in Florida, and just because there's a lot that runs in Florida doesn't mean that it's stuff worth working in Florida.
Gotcha.
Like, it's every like you guys, like you've mentioned, like, wrestling in Florida is a dime a dozen, which means wrestlers are a dime a dozen, which means either you're going to have shows with the same 15 people, or that's going to be the same shitty 15 people.
Okay.
And it's like, up here, like, it's like my schedules have been weird. There'll be like weeks where I'm off like 2-3 weekends in a row, but then the next weekend after that, I have 4 shows in a span of 3 days.
Not bad.
So it's hard to gauge. I'm also still just figuring out like my real life stuff up here, as far as like, you know, catching up on like financial things and things like that. So I haven't been able to like actually like put my feet super hard like to the ground and be like, all right, cool, I'm going to show up at all these places and pay my dues all over again type stuff.
Right. Do you find the fan base a little bit more loyal up here as opposed to in Florida?
The fan base here is how do I describe this? Loyal, fierce and loyal to their companies that they go to. Yes. But like in a good way. Most of the time, from what I've experienced, the fans around here are the good type of fans. Like, as far as like, they know the level of engaging to like, for lack of a better term, they're to shutting the fuck up. Like, there's a if any of my Florida people listen to this or end up like watching this later, they will know who I'm talking about. But there's a set of fans in Florida. God, fuck, dude. They're the worst. They are the fucking worst. God, they don't know where the line is, and they try to like hijack. Basically, I don't think it's intentional, but they try to hijack every show. And they're just too loud. Like, let's just like, you know, people cutting a promo, boo them a little bit, but then let them get their shit off. These people will never let you get your shit off. Like, doesn't matter. Whatever. This woman has stabbed another wrestler with a pen.
Jesus.
This woman has been thrown out of WWE NXT live events because she trying to like find people at their hotel rooms. It's just they're not like, there's like those 3 or 4, there's like a little fucking family of them. God bless. And then everyone else is kind of cool. Everyone else is like decently cool. Florida fans kind of sit on their hands a little bit, but like you can like, it takes a little bit. But those 3, oh God. And then she gets on Facebook. This bitch gets on Facebook. God, you guys got me fired up now.
I love it.
I started thinking about her. This woman. She gets on Facebook and like, you know, I think the post I saw was someone giving some advice the other day of like, always be grateful to the non-wrestlers on your shows, which I agree with. You know, like even the like young guys that do ring crew, referees, camera people, like show everyone that like the respect you would show your actual brothers like in the back. And I'm here for it. I love it. Absolutely. And this bitch has to make it about herself and go, don't forget the fans. Without the fans, there is no you. And I'm like, bitch, go somewhere. Take a walk. How aloof are you? We don't like your one fan. We're good without. We're good. Like weirdos, dude. Oh, anyways, all right, I'm good.
No, you're good, man. You're
I'm
good.
good now.
You get it out there. It's good.
And then
Look,
it's like the opposite. Then there's the opposite up here of in the sense of like I don't know if you guys are. I know obviously like you have to be somewhat active on Twitter, but do you know the Twitter account Trippin' Balls?
yes.
Trippin' Balls is my favorite fucking fan in the entire world. Like not even close, top 5. I love me because Trippin' Balls knows the line. He knows he knows the line. He knows to heckle whatever, but he's not like taking away from the show. It's the perfect like because he's local to this area
Right.
that I'm in. He's fantastic. Fuck him, but he's fantastic.
I will not lie.
He's got some spicy takes, and I love it.
I was one of those fans back in the late 90s, early 2000s at the local Independence in the New Jersey area.
Oh no.
But I'm not justifying it. But it was I was an
that's
ECW
different.
kid, so that was like the time
It's different. No. I understand what you're saying. It's different. You say the time period is different.
right.
Like you said, it's the East Coast, the Northeast. You're an ECW kid, 90s or 99, 2000s. Like I get it.
Right.
That's a different era of like behavior's changed. Like
Yes,
like
100%.
anything. Like the what's the word I'm looking for? Just like the times have changed. That's basically what I'm
Yes.
trying to say. The times have changed. So like if you were like that now, we'd have to like off camera be like, hey man, are you okay? Like is everything okay at home? Do
I
you need
feel
somebody
like-
to talk to?
And I feel like I went to one of the first On Point wrestling shows, and I felt like there was a group of people there
Good.
who fit that like they were really fucking annoying and really
Yeah.
fucking obnoxious, and I
Yeah.
may or may not have said something to them.
As you should. I am 100% okay, and to an extent I do not support necessarily fan on fan violence,
Right.
but I do support fans putting other fans in check when it takes away from the show.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, man. So we're with Ronnie Bass Jr. Now, this Ronnie Bass Jr. it's not a gimmick. You're the son
No.
of Ron Bass.
No.
And we've had other children of wrestlers on the show,
Yeah.
and everyone's got a different story. For you, when did you decide like this is my lineage? I want to be Ron Bass Jr. And then were there people in your camp who were like, that might be a tough hill to climb because people have expectations?
I mean, second generation wrestlers are gonna have expectations no matter what name they choose. It doesn't matter. Like, hold on, I got an itch. Also, I have to preface, I love that every time I do something like this, you guys did it too, and I think it's entertaining to me. It makes me laugh when it's not a gimmick, because I never realized until I started wrestling that there are pieces of shit that pretend to be dead people's kids that aren't their fucking kids. It irks me, but it makes me laugh at the same time.
So we once interviewed Del Wilkes.
Okay.
And we put out because we're in the Northeast, and we put out a press release about it. Taz did not know that Tom Brandi was still doing the Patriot gimmick.
Really?
So we put Taz in touch with Del Wilkes, and I think he had him on his podcast when Taz was doing a podcast. But there's people out there that will
That's incredible.
anything for a buck, right?
There's one. Yeah, there's one. I won't name names. We can talk about it like in the DMs or something else. But there's someone calling himself the son of a certain wrestler who's not related to them at all, and their claim to fame is they were trained by the last trainee of that wrestler. It's very weird.
Is it
Close enough, right? Close enough.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fucking Terry Taylor's claim to fame, or was that? No,
I don't know. Well,
Terry
so
Ta-
there's someone that calls himself like a race that has, from my understanding, has no. He was the last person trained by Harley and has like the familial permission.
Oh, okay.
That's different.
Yeah.
If there's a conversation and an understanding, that's different. I'm gonna put it in the private chat because
there was like a weird thing
I'm
in
petty.
like the 70s and 80s. It might have been between Stan Lane and Terry Taylor, where they were both touting that they were the last people trained by Ric Flair.
I can believe it.
That was like their big. Yeah, there was Stan Lane used to be Stan Flair.
Yep. But that also just makes me think of there was like 75 Nature Boys at one point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, who's the real one? Well, I mean, obviously, the most recognized is Ric Flair, but like, you got
Right, there's Buddy Rogers, there's Buddy Landell.
There's Paul Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Paul
Nature
Lee.
Boy Paul Lee.
One thing you guys are learning very early about me. I'm a fucking hater to the day I die. I am a hater. I'm a shit talker. It's just fun to me.
Well, you gotta have fun. Look, we had fucking Heidi Howitzer on here a couple weeks ago. I mean,
hell yeah!
she was
my
a fucking
person,
hoot, man. Holy
I love
shit,
Heidi! Heidi's hilarious.
She was
God
great.
damn it, that's great.
Oh, don't forget Lance Von Erich.
What about Lance?
Lance Von Erich? He wasn't a Von Erich?
Oh, sorry. My brain. Like I had a stroke for a second. I forgot about Lance. I actually forgot.
There's a lot of people out there that wish they forgot about fucking Lance.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. So anyway,
that's real.
Yeah. Well, look, people don't know, man. People don't know
No.
that you're the son of Ron Bass. So back to my,
Yeah, no. Sorry, I got super
No, you're
sidetracked. But I've had to answer that question so many times in the past 4 years of like, hey, is that really your dad? I'm like, yes, I can show you my ID and show you where I'm cited in his obituary. Of course, that's my dad. To me, I can't fathom someone doing that. But then again, like you guys said, anything to make a dollar. But back to the actual question. What was the fucking question again? I'm so sorry.
The idea to be Ron Bass Jr.
Yes.
And the expectations of being a second generation wrestler.
I mean, it just so for me, the expectation is different for every second generation wrestler. And when I say that, like, hear me out. Because like, truth be told, I'm a realistic human being and I love my dad more than anything else in this world. Like, besides from loving my mom, I love my mom and dad equally. Like, those are my people. I loved my dad more than anything. But I also know my dad's not Ric Flair. My dad's not a top level A+, like S tier superstar wrestler. Like he wasn't. My dad was like in the B's. I can admit that. Like mid-card, he's like upper half of the mid-card wrestler. I'm okay with understanding that. So I think the pressure for me, it's obviously still there because there's enough people that know who my dad is for it to matter, but not enough people. But not like my dad was like famous enough to where like there's enough people know who he is, but he wasn't famous enough for like the top of the top wrestlers to have pressure, like to put pressure on me. Like,
right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's not like you're David Sammartino.
Right. Yeah. I'm not Charlotte Flair. I'm not all these people. I'm not Colby Corino. Like, right. I'm not I'm in the middle. I'm not Brian Pillman Jr.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm in the middle where enough of these guys, when I say these guys, I think to me the pressure only really comes from fans and older wrestlers, like old vets / my dad's old friends.
Right.
Those guys have like a pressure, like they have like an expectation of me, which puts a pressure on me, but like nothing else besides that. Where on the other hand, like Colby's been fucking dealing with it for forever.
Right.
Right. Most people, it's like, oh, you're Ron Bass's kid? That's cool. And then they don't really think about it much other than that.
Oh, man, I loved growing your father.
I can admit it. Like, it's cool. Like, I can admit to that. Like, I understand.
Right. But also, like, there's a lot of people that listen to this show that grew up in that generation.
Yeah.
You're Ron Bass fucking hitting Beefer with the Spurs and the fucking big black thing. That is burned into every 80s kid's wrestling memory, man.
That's the whenever I talk to people, that's the one, and that's the anecdote I get the most out of anyone. And I love talking to people about it because in hindsight, when you think about it, a red X in the middle of the screen didn't hide shit.
Nope.
Beefcake would roll one like out of the X, and you just see just Crimson Mask. Just because I used to watch the VHS tape, so I had it in color. Yeah, I had the replay in color because I had the dad's old VHS tapes.
Yeah, that Miss Betsy, like he was great, man. And then to find out that you're out there doing your thing, it's just fun to kind of catch up and see, you know, how you're starting to thrive and you're
trying.
Hey, look, man, moving from Florida to the Midwest is a bitch, and then, but you know, it's a big weekend, WrestleMania weekend. You'll be out here doing your thing, and you do a lot of stuff out here in Jersey. I know you're at H2O a lot, working out there. The deathmatch scene, I know you're a little involved in that. What
I dabble.
What makes you want to dabble in the deathmatch scene?
So the first time I ever did anything deathmatch related, it started with it was who I was in the ring with. That's where it started. It just started with I was in a four-way tag, very similar to the one that I'm in. Like not very similar. It's not similar at all. But like I was in a four-way tag. I also just like I have ADHD brain, so like we just happened. I'll start in the middle of the thing. I go, wait, that's not right. Let me correct myself. So I was in a four-way tag up here in Indianapolis. Actually, it was me and my tag partner versus whoever versus the Rejects, John Wayne, Murdoch, and Reed. So as we're talking about this match, it was a TLC match basically for like these tag belts. And it was basically like I approached them because in my brain I'm like, all right, one of two things is going to happen. I'm like, this is another thought, but based on another spot in this match. But I basically was like, I'm gonna be remembered for this match one way or another. So I looked at the Rejects and I was like, hey guys, if y'all want to do glass, I'll take the glass. I said, fuck it. I just was like, I was like, if we have glass and this is what you guys want to do, you feel like you want to do it, I'll take the glass spot. Cool. No problem. So I took the glass spot and I was good for a little while. And like at the time I was friends with people that did death matches. Like shout out Akira. Akira and I are friends. Someone I'm not friends with anymore that doesn't exist in wrestling, some fuckface piece of shit. But like that person did death matches at the time, so I was very like, and like I spent a lot of time with them, so I was heavily involved with being with this person around shows. So like the itch was there, so I did the glass spot with them, and the itch subsided for a little bit until it didn't, and I was like, man, I kind of want to do that again. It was fun, so I did it again, and I was like, all right, I'm good for a while. Until I wasn't, and then I did it again. That's what it happens. Is like, there's something poetic about telling a story through ultra violence.
Yeah,
but the way that you're explaining it to me, it's like a tattoo.
Kind of.
But Ronnie Bass Jr., it's not a fucking tattoo, brother.
Hey, brother. Scars and tattoos are both permanent, so. It depends on who you. It depends on who you ask. They're both permanent.
So I asked every person.
It's poetic. It's art. It's a different. It's It's flavors of ice cream. That, you know, that's every old head's favorite description about like wrestling. It's flavors of ice cream. And there are some times where I'm just really in the mood for it. They're like, God damn it.
So I ask everyone who does the death matches,
Yes.
is there a line that you are not like? We had Casey Catala on a couple weeks ago, and she's done the gusset plates, and you know, she didn't want to do the drill dough because she didn't want to go viral, so she let Brandon do it, which makes perfect sense.
Yep.
He was into it big time.
I would do it. I would do it. I have no shame. Yeah, in that aspect, I would do the drill dough. I don't care.
But all right, but Louis has to do it, right?
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. I won't do it to anyone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's the part of it.
We gave Louis. Louis's been on the show many times. And he's a great. He's a great friend. So we gave him a dildo wrapped in barbed wire as like the Shining Wizards achievement award. I'm sure he proudly displays it. He's the fucking best.
Awesome. I love Louis.
So what's for you like
Kenzans scare the fuck out of me. I'd have to like really like think about like the more gnarly, like the gnarlier things in wrestling, like in deathmatch wrestling. But off the top of my head, Kenzan's number one. I never thought I'd be a gusset place person. Like I've never thought I'd take a gusset until I took one, and I was like, oh, this isn't the worst thing ever.
For those not familiar, what is a Kenzan?
Oh God, how do I explain this? You know what? I'm on my computer right now. I'm gonna look I'm just gonna look it up and give you like a word for word.
Is it
according to Wikipedia on Google right now, a Kenzan, also called a spiky frog, is a specific device used in Japanese art of flower arrangement, ikebana, for fixing the flowers in the container. It consists of a heavy lead plate with erected brass needles where the stipes are fixed.
Yeah, no. Nope.
Yep.
No.
So it is just it's a circle basically.
Yep.
It's a lead circle with a bunch of fucking spikes on it, and they stick way worse than gusset plates do. Have either of you ever seen the videos of people having Kenzans removed?
Yes. It's
gruesome, and that's that's the part that scares me as much as it does.
Just
like,
the idea of it
someone fucking like having to fucking rip it out of my head. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not.
No,
a Band-Aid.
Thank you.
It's not a Band-Aid.
No, it's not.
Fuck
yeah,
that.
Fuck it. Like, no, I'm good. I'll take a gusset. I'll go through. Like, I haven't done it yet, but like, I wouldn't mind going through a pane of glass once,
okay,
just to see. God, I sound like a psychopath.
That doesn't sound good, man.
I'm like, I'll just go through I'll go through a pane of glass. Like, fuck it, right?
I mean, I get it.
Yeah, like, I went through a barbed wire door. That wasn't that bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, does some of it help because you know what's about to happen?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's much different when it's unexpected, but when you know it's going to happen, you kind of mentally you can prepare, and it almost takes the sting off a little bit. Obviously, still
a little bit
super painful,
right?
But at least you can kind of mentally get where you need to be.
Yeah.
To make it. Yeah.
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 What about homeboy put the needle through his dick?
No,
right? That's fucking nuts. What are you doing?
That's the other one. Syringes. The people that do the syringes weird
like
me out.
The cheek? No. No. Now you got a match though with Alex Colon coming up in April.
That's not a death match. It doesn't matter.
No, but he's a fucking sicko, bro.
I'm gonna beat his ass.
Oh.
I'm gonna beat his ass.
Love it.
He might beat my ass back, but he's going to remember me. Like, every match for me now, I'm in a mood all of 2024.
I like
it's like that scene. I'm sure most of us men are very familiar with the movie Remember the Titans.
Oh yeah.
It's very much the scene when the Coach Yost is giving them like the pep talk, and he says like make them remember forever the day they played the Titans. This is the year that everyone's going to remember fucking wrestling me, goddammit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Alex Colon, I have nothing but respect and admiration for the things he's done. But, and this is me just going, like I said, this is going to be me talking my shit. The whole thing about me wrestling Alec at Unsanctioned is because of I turned my back on the fans because I attacked some people because I was paid to. I did business. So my punishment is just business of Alex Colon. They think I'm enough of a problem that they called the 3-time winner of TOS to deal with me. I'm like that. I not just anybody gets that kind of match just because. I'm like that. I'm gonna bring the noise. Motherfucker ruckus, that's me. Like
Ronnie Bass Jr.
I'm here for it. And if I get my ass beat, then that's fine. And if I die, I die. I've lived a decent life.
Man.
Well, that's
I got to wrestle as Ron Bass Jr. I could have retired the next day and I'd be happy. Everything else I do now is extra. I got to wrestle as my dad's kid. Let me rephrase. I got to wrestle as my dad's kid, and my older brother and my dad's friends have seen, and my mom and my dad's friend, like best friends, have seen me wrestle. I'm good. Everything else I do now is for me. Like it's all extra at this point.
Awesome.
You mentioned Dad's old friends. Have some of the older guys seen you work or
yeah. Yeah, and even when I say some of my dad's older friends, I just mean his real life, like not like his old like worker friends, but like the guys that I called my uncles growing up. Like, but yeah, some of them have Ricky Santana, the Cuban Assassin. They've all seen me wrestle.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember if they like those are the two that I know have seen me wrestle live. There's a bunch that have seen my footage and stuff.
Right.
There's other dudes that just know I exist. Like Ricky Morton knows I exist.
Okay.
And some of those guys, but like, I just don't know off the top of my head who's like aware of me. Like I probably am going to go like, I'm not too cool to spend money. I'm going to buy a WrestleCon ticket for Friday and I'm just going to show up. I'm going to buy my ticket, show up and find like all these dudes that I knew that I had either met when I was super young or that I knew were friends with my dad and be like, hey, I'm not looking for anything. I just want you to know I exist.
Right.
Because I know a lot of these guys that my dad's old friends that I'm still friends with, that I speak to, they're just happy to know that I exist because to them, me existing is my dad still existing.
Right.
In their hearts. You know what I mean? Like,
it's very cool.
No, yeah, it makes sense. So you mentioned being younger and being around them. What's your earliest memory of being around the wrestling business?
So, obviously, like this doesn't count, but like I grew up watching Dad's old VHSs. So, besides like actual, like the question of like what's your first memory of watching wrestling? Like I have like the old TV SmackDown like stuff, but like it's also just like all like old territory VHS tapes.
That's
but
awesome.
Like. My dad, the first show we ever did, it was like 2001, 2002. It was Wrestle Reunion. It was a big convention. That was the first time. I was like in the 4th grade, like chilling. It was this big convention. Sorry, I just burped. That was rude of me. Ugh.
Don't worry, I do it every week. Don't worry about it.
I have a hat in here somewhere that's signed by a bunch of random brothers from DDP to like all these people. That's like my first memory. My dad tagged, and it was like Wrestle Reunion, so it's a bunch of just old brothers wrestling.
Right.
My dad and somebody tagged. It was either my dad and Larry Zbyszko tagged, or my dad tagged with someone against Larry and someone else. I can't remember who it was.
If it was 2005.
No, 2005 would have been Dad versus Tully Blanchard. I'm almost like 100% sure.
Okay.
Or am I crazy?
Wikipedia's wrong then.
No. If that's what Wikipedia says, that's the real.
No,
one.
I'm gonna go to cage match next. But it says 2005. It was Dad and Zbyszko against.
That's the
Wyndham
one. No.
and Rotunda.
No, that's the one. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
The next Wrestle Reunion, which is like 07, is Dad and Tully. And a fun fact about that story, I wish I had the footage. I'm in that match. I'm in that match as my dad's like manager, like valet, because Tully had JJ. And I'm just sitting. So we're at this show. Let me see. Is it Wrestle Reunion 5? I'm clicking on it now. Or is it 4? Is it 6?
Cage Match has it as Wrestle Reunion 3.
What the fuck? Am I just out my So they did. So did they do 2 Wrestle Reunions that year, or like 3?
Yeah, it looks like they did one in January and one in September.
They did. Yeah, they did one January, one August, one September. I knew there was a second. Like I there's just a lot of stuff my brain forgets. CTE is a real thing, y'all.
Keep doing them death matches.
Oh, dude, just not even the death matches, big dog.
Oh shit.
Yeah, hot take. Hot take. I've protected my head more in death matches than I have in regular ones. That's what's fucked about it.
Man, so you're around all this. Did you know, like, were you obviously you're watching your dad's VHS tapes, but did you know, like, he was like, did you know he was like a popular like pro wrestler?
To an extent, like, I'd go. So like my dad's real life job after when he retired, because my dad retired before I was born. So his real life job was like construction supply sales.
Okay.
So like I'd go with him on like, take your kid to work day, and I would just ride around, and like all these guys, like the guys he worked with would know who he was, and like his customers would know who he was, and people at the church would know, and he would come do like the Great American Teach-In stuff. So like I had somewhat of an understanding.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Like I didn't realize to what level it was until I started like learning about like what wrestling was really like. That came when I was like in my like late teens going into being a young adult. When I started learning the business side of things, even though I had never made my intentions clear I wanted to be a wrestler. Because my dad was always big on for me wrestling, because you hear a lot of people that like not a lot, but you hear of second generation wrestlers where their parents not forced them, but the pressure was there to wrestle. My dad was never like that. It was always very much like, hey kid, if you want to wrestle, do it for you, not for me. Even though deep down that's what he wanted.
Right.
But he would never force me into it. Like the first time I started training once while he was still alive. And we went to a place, and it was because I wanted it. And so like I started learning stuff with like a friend of his from Florida. Something happened with that school, and like it not went under, but like it took a hiatus and came back. And then dad passed away. My dad passed away in 2017, so 7 years now. Yeah, it was 7 years a couple weeks ago. And then one day, like for like 2 years off and on, I was on a bad, like I was an alcoholic. I never wanted to admit it, but like I was drinking, boys. It was bad. Like every weekend. There was a bar in Tampa, like a little country, like line dancing bar that used to do all you could, $20 sink or swim, all you could drink every Saturday. And we used to go and get, especially after dad passed, the week that my dad passed away, I drank every day for a week straight. It was bad. But I woke, basically, I ramble sometimes. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, you're good. You're good, man.
So I really just like woke up one day. I feel like I've sidetracked from the original question. God,
you're good. You're good.
But so I woke up one day and was just like, hey kid, get your shit together. Like I literally just woke up, looked myself in the mirror and was like, hey, if you don't do this now, you're never going to do this and you're going to regret it. Like it was like an epiphany. So then I reached out to a school, because the main school in Tampa was Jay Lethal School.
Okay.
Yep.
So I reached out to the school. They called me back with the info, and then I went to in Florida, in Tampa. They run this thing called the Legends Luncheon, like every quarter, and it's like all the former like guys that like retired to Tampa, and then like it's open to like current wrestlers, like Brian Blair, like guys I mentioned before, Cuban Assassin and Ricky Santana, Rocky Johnson, God rest his soul, when he was still alive, he was going there. Jerry Briscoe when he was in town, like guys like that, and then guys from the local scene. even when Dad passed away, I still showed up to those because like I know Brian Blair appreciated it, and I know some of those guys appreciated me being around. Well, the day that I like reached out about the school, I went there, and then I met one of the other trainers. Shout out David Mercury. He's a local guy from Florida, but fantastic trainer. And I met him, who was another trainer. And then like 4 months later is when I started.
And you use a lot of, like, you call yourself the Outlaw, obviously, homage to your father.
I don't call myself the Outlaw so much as I used to.
Okay.
Only because like I'm now at the point in my career where like I got my foot in the door. I got my foot in the door doing the being the carbon copy of my old man type of stuff, like which every second generation wrestler does. We all do it because it's the easiest thing for us to do while we get ourselves established. But I'm now at the point where it's like enough people know who I am where I can be myself.
Right.
And still find my ways to pay homage to Dad. So like my moniker now is the SON of an SOB.
Nice.
So like the son of a bitch. Like it sounds cool, it rolls off the tongue, and like it's also a really deep niche reference for those that really, really, really know game. My dad, before he was Ron Bass, was the SOB Sam Oliver Bass. He was Sam Oliver before he was Ron, so it's like a fun little, like, super pay homage to like the originality of my dad's career.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I like that. That's nice.
That is nice.
I like that a lot. Does a lot of Miss Betsy's laying around or no?
Just
more?
one, just the original,
One.
just
the
one.
The original. That's fucking
awesome. Yeah, just the original. I used to, when I was doing the carbon copy of my dad's stuff, I used to bring her to shows. And then one dude made one uncomfortable joke about it, and he ruined it for everybody.
Oh, come
on. It's not the only reason. It's not the only reason. It was that, but also because now that I'm flying a lot more places, it's fucking impossible to travel with.
I bet.
It's not impossible, but it's annoying.
It's a pain in the ass, yeah.
And knowing my luck, because I've tried to put it in my carry-on, and I'll put it in a big Ziploc bag, and I'll label it that says prop, so that people know it's not a weapon, it's a prop, and it'll work for me most of the times because I'll put it in my carry-on. But the one time I don't, and I have to check my bag, and I lose my bag, I'll lose my mind.
Yeah, no, that checks out. That makes sense.
Spiral. So I would just rather. It's not really who I am as a person anymore either, so it helps to keep it just like that, to keep it safe. But also, I don't want to take the risk of losing it and like losing the biggest piece of like my dad that I have.
Of course. WrestleMania weekend, you're doing Effie's Big Gay Brunch. This will be the third year in a row.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the event and how you became involved, because it has taken off from when it began, and now I know you can't buy a ticket, right? You can only watch it now. Yeah,
you can only watch it on Fight, Triller TV, whatever it is. It's really just like I've had a friendship relationship with Effie for a couple years now. Before I ever came out as a pansexual queer little boy, because that's only happened within the past year or so, give or take a couple months. So Effie and I have always we've been friends. I could reach out to him for advice, things like that. Cool. I'm always my Effie's biggest pieces of advice has always been, hey man, the booking emails you send are cool. No one gives a shit. The best thing for you to do is just be somewhere sometimes. Effie's Big Gay Brunch in Chicago, all out weekend, back in September. I got hit up to come help out with Starcast. That's what it is.
Yep.
I got hit up to come work Starcast. Cool. Hell yeah. They take care of me. They pay me. They get me up there to Chicago. I'm helping the guy that brought me on to help him. I'm helping him get people to their hotel rooms in this big hotel. So, all the people that are in town for the weekend. So I find Effie, because me and him are going to get Effie, taking Effie to his room. On the way, Effie's talking to the guy. And I've come out at this point. People know that I'm queer now, or at least some people do. And the guy, Effie's like, fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do. Karam's hurt. Pero, I don't know what I'm going to do for Pero. I think I'm just going to do some gauntlet, but I don't know who I have. And the guy goes, well, Ron's here. And as I'm standing right there, and Effie's like a light bulb went off in his brain. He goes, "You're right, Ron's here. All right." And he was like, "I don't know what the plan is. Just I need you to be here tomorrow." And then that's when the joke of the twink gauntlet happens, where Pero handpicks his 2 twinks, and then Effie, who the whole story of Effie and Pero at brunch is Effie's doing whatever he can to fuck with Pero. Like if you just look back and see, that's what it is. And then I come out, we have our big little hoss fight, and then Baby Bop, the real star of the show, comes out, the whole deal. So yeah, so there was that one. And then the next one, and that's really what got me like there. And that was where like the bond really formed. And then Effie's just brought me on for the 2 of them. Obviously the one in Tampa made sense for me to be a part of because that's where I'm from. That's my hometown. Right. Of course, like 3 months after I leave, that motherfucker brings me right back. Only Effie could bring me back to Tampa that fast. Only someone like Effie could bring me back to Tampa that fast.
Well, he brought you back. That's the most important thing, right?
I didn't shit the bed enough. He brought me back. Well,
you're in a big 10 man now, right. Or 10 person, whatever they're calling it at the Big Gay Brunch this coming collective on the 6th of April.
I'm very excited.
How do you feel about the 11 a.m. start time though?
It's fine with me.
Yeah,
it's fine with me. It's brunch for a reason. You can't run a brunch show that starts at 3:00.
Accurate.
Also,
fair enough.
Also, like, let's be honest. Night 1 of WrestleMania, if you try to run any show before 4:00, no one's going to go because they're trying to get down to party and pregame at the venue and get transportation to the venue. No one's going to come to a show. Like, that's just the way it is. A morning show is perfect.
Now, you might not have the answer to this question because I know it's something that just happened the other day. But do you know if Ziggy is going to be taking part of this now?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't believe so. I don't believe so only because of Ziggy's, based on the way Ziggy has tweeted and posted.
Right.
I don't think that they are going to be there. That's fine with me. I'm all for people doing whatever makes them the happiest. I have nothing but love and respect for her for doing what she had to do to take care of her own personal, emotional, mental health. And if that means pulling off her shows, cool. If I get to see her that week, I hope so. I'm gonna hug the shit out of her, tell her I love her. If not, she knows. That's my friend.
No, I was just curious. I didn't know. I know.
And knowing Effie, if Ziggy's not there, Effie will find someone more than suitable and more than deserving to take Ziggy's spot.
No doubt. So, being a pansexual and was that another hurdle for you to overcome? You're Ron Jr.
Yes.
You have your own expectations, and now and it's much more acceptable now in 2024.
Right.
It should never have been an issue personally ever, but even we've been doing this podcast for 12 years. 12 years ago, that was like
it's like a
dirty little
thing.
secret.
Yeah. It was a hurdle, but it wasn't. So there are still certain hurdles that I face. There are still certain people that don't know.
Right.
Because there was a time where I used to be very heavily involved in religion and the church and things like that. And certain parts of my family are very heavily involved in that. And I just don't want to deal with them saying shit. So there are some people that don't know. The people that know. The people that deserve to know, and that's all that matters. So it wasn't as big of a hurdle for me to face. It's not something that I've been hiding for years or whatever. It was a slow build of conversations of just talking to people close to me where I'm like, hey, I think I'm attracted to this type of person. I think I'm attracted to more than just necessarily heterosexual women. And then it just kind of evolved from there. And I'm like, if you're hot, you're hot. For lack of a better term, and I kind of just had the conversation. Once the conversations got to that point, I was like, yeah, no, I'm just not. I like everybody in the sense of, if I find you attractive, you're attractive. It's not like a men, women, non-binary, the whole deal. It's just, if you tickle my fancy, you tickle my fancy.
Oh yeah.
And it's easy. And it's easy to when I try to look at it like that and not like stress it out, like
right.
Like my the biggest hurdle for me was telling my mom. And my mom was like, I don't give a shit. I love you regardless. And then after that, who gives a fuck?
Right, of course, yeah.
Absolutely.
My mom still loves me. Eat shit. Like, there's nothing anyone else could say to me at this point about it. And I told my mom the day before I did brunch. Because I hadn't come out to my mom yet. I had come out like to other people and like online, but I hadn't come out to my mom. And I called her because the last thing I was gonna have was that someone was gonna tag my Facebook about like that someone was gonna tag a picture of me at brunch on Facebook, and that. Yes, mother. Is he laying on my bed still? Sorry, my mom just peeked her head in looking for our dog.
No worries.
Say hi, Mom. She was too quiet.
Hi, Mom. We heard her.
They say hi, Mom. My friends at the Shining Wizards. Hi, bud. Anyways, sorry, we have a dog. She's just looking to let him in here for a minute because he's a little clingy at times.
No,
but anyways, back to the task at hand. But yeah, Effie booked me for brunch, and I was like, I'll be damned if anybody else tells her before I do. God damn it! So I called her, and I was real emotional about it. And she's like, I don't care. I just want you to be happy. I still love you regardless. And then the rest of it's easy. I got lucky. Some people don't get that lucky.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. A lot of people don't, unfortunately.
No.
But
it breaks my heart.
Was it like obviously you know your mom, right?
Yeah.
Was it a stressful to you to speak with her about this, or
I was worried.
Okay.
I was worried.
Okay.
I was, but that was also just because I was very used to. I had a certain view of my mom,
right?
Based on anything like bad per se, but I just know how I grew up and things like that.
Right.
But then, like, to be perfectly honest, and it's not a bad thing. It's just the way, marital constructs were back in the day when my parents originally got married. My mom was only the way she was about certain things, in my opinion, because my dad was.
Gotcha.
So with dad gone and like her, like me growing into my own self as an adult and her figuring her life out is where I think I got to experience more like of my mom's actual like beliefs and stuff. So I was very stressed out trying to like find like the words to talk to her and tell her about it. But once I did, like I said, once I told mom and I started telling once I told mom, I could tell anyone. Speak of the devil. There he is. Sniffing. Hey, quit sniffing my clothes, you weirdo.
Don't.
That's Clint Eastwood. He's the best.
Clint, you see what I have Nellie the cat over here, and it's not an episode of The Shining Wizards until Nellie puts her butthole in front of the camera. So like you talking about your dog might just summon her, and I got like all my shit on the desk, and she just knocks it all over.
Well, that's because she's a cat. That's what they do.
Yes,
accurate.
Don't get me wrong. I love cats, but cats are the menace animal.
Yep. Accurate.
It just works for me. They work.
Every medium-sized dog and larger is just a D&D barbarian. Like that's just a big lovable goof. Even when like anything medium to large.
You mentioned you want to tell your mom before somebody else did. Now look, we had this conversation earlier in the night during WrestleMania weekend. I kind of I can't keep track of all these fucking shows, so I don't know. This is just me being a fucking naive person. Is everyone on Effie's Big Gay Brunch?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know.
That's the bit. It's not a bit, but like that's the premise basically.
The theme, yes. Because I'm familiar with a bunch of the wrestlers, but I just it gets
everybody on Effie started brunch as a way to showcase queer talent.
Gotcha.
So that's the shtick. It's not a shtick, it's a fucking movement. If we're being real. I'm trying to see.
100%. I just am so overwhelmed with what happens during WrestleMania weekend. I kind of turn off social media and just.
I don't blame you.
It's a lot. It's so God, look, it's a blessing that there's that much going on and all these people can go and work. But fuck, man, I need. It's like It's overwhelming.
I get
It's
it.
a lot. And I can't
not-
imagine being a worker, right? Because you see,
I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to do anything outside of the 3 shows that I'm on.
well, I think, but
Not.
I think that's like, because I know there's like people who try and do like fucking 8 shows. Like, what if you get hurt like 4 in and you can't do the rest of the shows and you? Fuck
I
up the
tried
next,
to
like,
do
3 months?
I tried to do 3 in one day this
Oh.
year. So the show, the 2 that I already have on that Thursday, there was supposed to be a third. But because of a noise ordinance that forced the Smash Master shows, it forced like the city of Philly hit them up saying, yeah, you got to be quiet past 10 o'clock or whatever. So they moved the times of all the shows back. So 2 shows, one of the shows I was supposed to be on that would have been at the H2O building, they would have been at the exact same time.
Gotcha.
So I had to hit up that promoter and be like, hey man, realistically, like I'm on a show at this venue at 6. I'm on this one at 8. I'm going to have the potential to make more money if I stay here. Do you mind if I keep this booking instead? He was like, yeah, that's fine. He was like, I didn't even realize you had more shows. That's my fault. So we be vibing. And having just 2 shows on the same day stresses me out. And they're at the same venue 2 hours apart. I can't imagine motherfuckers like Speedball and like
He's all over the place, man.
Like Speedball guys like that, and I'm sure Alec Price is fucking everywhere that weekend too.
He should be. The kid's fucking great.
Shout out Busta.
He's fucking great.
Absolutely,
man. But so that is that going into WrestleMania weekend. Is that a mindset like I don't want to stretch myself too thin?
I think it's a mix of both. I mean, at this point, I'm not going to get any more bookings. There's nothing running that I could really like try to slide my way into. Some people, it's like, because for the most part, WrestleMania weekend is WrestleMania for all these shows run like companies running. They want to throw these big shows. That's why certain people are booked so much, and those people want to have those types of performances. So like the goal is to have those performances, but also for me at least, I want to be able to enjoy myself. Like,
right.
I don't want to spread myself to the point where like I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. And if people can do that and spread themselves between 8, 9, 10 matches and still be happy, fuck yeah. Love that for you, dude. Go ahead, get after it. But like for me, it's like when things stop being fun, what are we doing it for? Right, if I'm not enjoying myself anymore, if I'm stressing myself out too much, what's the point?
Right.
I hope that answered.
You gotta get a cheesesteak while you're in fucking nasty Philadelphia.
It's the fucking sky blue. Is the sky blue or clouds? Is the grass green?
Look, don't go to fucking Pat's or Geno's.
No, I'm gonna find like an actual like good place, not the fucking touristy places.
Okay, good.
Like,
but let me ask you this: why not? They're the touristy places for a reason, right?
Yeah, I don't feel like paying tourist. It's a tour. They're the touristy places, which means at this point, like at one point, they were probably like top tier, whatever.
Right.
But like nowadays, touristy places, they sacrifice quality for money.
All right.
Oh, I guarantee you, and I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, and I hope someone is like, Ron, hey, shut the fuck up, Ron, you're wrong. I'll buy you a cheesesteak from Pat's or Geno's and change your mind. Nice. But like, I'm not gonna get the quality of a cheesesteak I want at a tourist price.
I got
you know what I mean? If I'm gonna pay the tourist price, I want the best goddamn cheesesteak I've ever had in my life.
Gotcha. What are you slathering on that? You throwing onions on there?
Whiz and onions.
Whiz and onions. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Whiz and onions. Whiz wit is, I believe, how I'm supposed to order it.
Okay. We had a conversation when we started the show, and I'm interested to see where Ron Bass Jr. falls on this. Socks with sandals or people that tuck their pants into their socks. Which one annoys you more?
People that tuck their pants into their fucking socks.
My man.
God.
Ronnie Bass Jr.
What is wrong with you?
Now let me follow up on that here because I've been taking a running tally. Now you're done for the day, right? Mm-hmm. You're in. You know you're relaxing, right? You're not going out anymore. You're done. Are you wearing socks in the house?
Absolutely not.
Ha! Again, running back
Well,
Junior, my man.
Hold on. There's a caveat there.
Oh, no, don't caveat me, man. Don't caveat me.
There is a caveat.
Oh, boy.
I'm not wearing socks, but because there's no carpet in my house and it's all like hardwood floors in the apartment,
Okay.
I'm wearing slippers.
Oh, acceptable.
I'm wearing slippers.
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
slippers
you're
are
good.
acceptable.
But I'm
good.
not wearing my socks in my own apartment. No. I'm not doing it.
My man.
I've worked my ass off. I'm gonna be my dogs is gonna be out.
Yeah, let him run. Fucking let him run.
All right, do the follow up, HK.
Well, that was usually I start off with a different question. I'll lead in here. The wink, man. Where do you land on
The wink? You went a
the
whole
wink,
different direction
man?
here.
I don't know where you were going with it there, Double T, but the wink, man, because I'm still working on bringing it back. I want to bring back the wink, right? You don't see it enough anymore. You know, well, wink, right?
I mean, it has to be done right.
Okay.
It can't I'm all about the wink. I'm all here for it. But here's the fucking problem. I'm here for the wink, but it has to. This is so awful, but it has to be the right people.
Okay.
It's got to be the right human. Like you let if weirdos start winking at people, then I'm like,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But do you-
follow you,
if
follow you in the
you
bathroom at
stink-
the fucking Target.
If you stink and you wink at me, no.
Okay.
Sorry, my brain is like already locked into the fact that that next week is gonna stink. And when I say it's gonna stink, it's not because of the city of Philadelphia. It's because of the people. Wrestling fans, 75% of current wrestling fans stink.
Man, now that's a great point. And I know we're
So
double
don't be
T.
stinking and winking, all right? Don't.
Now I know
Name
the
of the
question. I remember the question that Double T figured I'd follow up with. Is Scott George asked it here in the chat. You wearing deodorant? You get out of the shower, you put deodorant on, right? Because that smelly guy in the corner here, he doesn't wear deodorant.
I just
No.
realized- Hold on.
No. There's context. This motherfucker does this every time.
I'm so dumb. I didn't realize there was a fucking chat this entire time. I'm so fucking stupid.
It's okay. You're the guest. You're not supposed to be
No,
paying attention to that.
because I want to interact. I'm so mad at myself right now.
Don't be mad. You're fine. The question is,
Yes, what's the question? Okay, so the deodorant question.
when you get out when I get out of the shower and I know I'm not leaving the house, I won't put on deodorant.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Thank you.
You're the first
Thank
person
you.
that says.
No, he's not. There's been people in the fucking
There is-
chat who have agreed with me.
If I take a shower and I am staying home for the night and if I'm not going out, I don't have I'm not being around people or nothing. If I just took a shower and I'm staying home and I'm going to bed, I don't need to put deodorant on.
Wow.
The next day when I get up, shower, and I go to work, I'm putting my deodorant on. Yeah.
There you go. If I got to go to the shop right when we're done recording, I'll put deodorant on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But post shower, lounging at home, I'm not putting deodorant on. I'm not putting socks on. I'm not putting deodorant on.
Tell you what, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, Ronnie Bass Jr.
There you go, 50-50. That's 50-50 split. I don't know why you need to keep fucking track.
It's important, man. You know how many people we've talked to now, and you did that fucking poll. You're wearing socks, and you blew up the poll. You cooked the numbers. I need to know. I need real life people in front of me, not Twitter poll people.
See, look, Mott Spock, why the fuck are you showering just to put on deodorant? You guys are savages.
No, he's a savage. He stayed at my house. He is a savage.
Wow. Wow. Hot take on Milwaukee Tom.
Fucking. Bow, bow, bow.
All right, Ronnie Bass, you don't get out of this one unscathed. I
That's fine.
I ask everybody, when was the last
fine.
time you shit your pants?
I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna give you an exact date. Hold on, I gotta find it.
And we got to hear the story.
Oh, absolutely, it's a very easy story to tell.
Now look,
because it was in the middle of a match.
Nice. Yeah, there's a couple. Colby Carino told one about somebody shitting their pants in the middle of a match.
Mm-hmm. When I say in the middle, Oh, I mean within the first 30 seconds.
Wow, nice.
And let me go ahead.
Ethan Page told one when he was a door-to-door salesman, he shit his pants and clogged a lady's toilet, trying to get rid of his underwear. Bear Bronson told one about Nick Gage shitting his pants.
I gotta get So I want to say it was like April of 2023. I think.
All right, I got your cage match up in front of me. I might be able to help.
So no, because this show's not on Cage Match.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot of all my matches from it's this Florida company called Pride of Wrestling. I'll tell the story nowadays. I don't care anymore. I was really embarrassed the day that it happened.
Well, yeah.
So here we go. April 29th, 2023. Old Ronnie Bass made a mistake of having a Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
And I mean hours before I was in the main event of this show. I was in a street fight. It was a main event street fight. Hours, when I mean hours before my match, I mean like 4 or 5 hours before my match. I have a spicy chicken sandwich. And I get the bubble guts.
Oh, that's the worst.
But I think I'm good. I shit like 5 times between like that and the main event. I was just kind of having a little bit of gas. I was farting a little bit. Like,
all right. Happens.
It happens. I think I'm fine. Match start. I come through the curtain, and the whole thing about for this match is I'm going to come through the curtain. I'm the challenger. I come out first. My opponent is going to hot start me with a kendo stick. Boom. We street fight. This motherfucker hits me with this kendo stick so goddamn hard and so perfectly across the entirety of my back. It was like it just reset my nervous system and I just shit a little bit. Not a lot, but enough.
Yeah, just enough to ruin your night, right?
Just enough to ruin my night and just enough to leave a little like wet mark on the pants I wrestled in. Because you could see it in the footage. Well, here's the thing. You can see it in the footage if you're looking for it.
Fair enough. Do you tell your opponent, like, hey, man.
Immediately.
You fucking made me shit my pants.
Immediately, I'm like, give me a second. I shit myself. Immediately, I'm like, eat this post. I shit my pants. I need a second. It's also the hardest I've ever been hit.
Wow.
Is with this fucking kendo stick. God, dude,
Fuck.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, it's immediate. He hits me with this just whack. Like, it's just fucking immediate.
That's right. How do you recover? Like, you just kind of
you just power. Right? You fight through it. You power through.
So I guess that's all you can do, right?
There's no going back. You can only go forward.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, that's the last time I shit my pants.
Wow.
April 29th, 2023 is the last time I shit my pants.
We're coming up on the
anniversary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking love it. I love it. So you said you like putting over your friends, and I see you've done a lot of work with Lord Crew, and I know he's doing the Carnival Champions over there.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Oh my god, dude! Lord Crew is one of my favorite people to be around. And I can talk about it now because it's been announced, but he told me before it was like official. And I swear to you, dude, I just started screaming, like not screaming, but I was like fired up because we were in a locker room of a show. More importantly, I love Lord Crew, but if we're going to talk about people going to Japan, he's going to Japan, but one of my best friends in the fucking world is going. Mr. Hardway fucking Heater is going to Japan to wrestle at Big Japan. Two of my favorite people at the same time going to Japan. It fucking fires me up. Sorry. When good people get good things, nothing makes me happier.
That's great.
Is Japan on your bucket list?
Oh, absolutely. It'd be great. That's the only thing I really want to do now is once I do that, I'm good. Like, honestly, I want to wrestle in Japan very badly.
Yeah, I saw you got your Twitter profile. You have the Ribera steak jacket on.
Yes, that was my dad's Ribera jacket.
That's fucking awesome.
I wear it for very important, like super important matches. So in my profile picture, that was when I wrestled Matt Tremont.
Nice.
I wore that jacket. Speaking of Hardway Heater, Heater works a show, or Heater runs a show with some people called the KOBK show. I was on their first ever show, and I was the first non-KOBK person through the curtain, so I wore it. Like that's my special, my big match jacket.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And he does the no ring matches, right? No ring wrestling.
Who, Heater?
Yeah.
I mean, Heater does primarily death matches now, but as of late, his death matches have been no ring shows.
And I know you've done a couple no ring.
Mm-hmm. My death match with Akira was no ring.
What is how is that? Do you find that more difficult when there's no ring?
Yes
Gotta
and no.
be, right?
Yes and no. Here's the thing. And this is gonna sound like a cop-out answer, but if we're professionals, we can make it work in any setting.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're truly a professional, you can make it work in any setting. I think guys that say, "Oh, I won't do no ring, I won't do deathmatch, I won't do hardcore," I feel like they limit themselves. I feel like it's limiting themselves to like a broader audience and be a broader way of working. You know what I mean? Because like a no ring match doesn't have to be a death match. Like
right.
That KOBK show that I was talking about, their first show was in a building that had a ring already in it. Because it was like a weekly or like a bi-weekly show, and the ring broke like right after we did a seminar in the ring, and we had to make it like a no ring, like a pit style, like the ICW like pit style show where they had to break the ring down, take it out, whatever. And we did this show, and like it was a gauntlet. It became a gauntlet match, and like I used 2 chairs the entirety of my portion of it. Like it can be done. Yeah. If you know what you're doing,
right?
Like, and it's a good kind of challenge if you've never done it before. Like trying to make it work, I think it's difficult but rewarding. To get back to like the actual question, it's difficult to an extent, especially if you've never done it before. But once you figure it out, hell yeah. Again, it's like the different flavors of ice cream if we're supposed to be master craftsmen, we got to be able to do it all in any setting.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, well, I think this has worked out, Ronnie Bass Jr.
Yes.
This has been a lot of fun. We've had a great talk with you. At Ronnie Bass Jr. on all your social medias, there's a link tree, Ronnie Bass Jr. And, of course, a Big Cartel store. If you want to buy, I don't know why I said store like that. If you want to buy a T-shirt,
Big Cartel store.
Big Cartel, bro. Raise hell, praise Dale.
Get a break. Buy him lots of socks because he's a big sock fan. Socks and cheesesteaks.
You could buy me socks,
but don't be stinking and winking at him this.
Don't
this
be stinking
weekend.
No. You can be winking, just don't be stinking.
Don't be stinking.
Yeah.
Before we let you run, is there anything else you want to leave the fans with, people listening?
Okay, I'm going to plug a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with me, so here we go.
Let's do
Obviously, next week, WrestleMania weekend, support everybody running, not just the shit that I'm on, all of the collective venue stuff, whether it's JCW and GCW versus the World, DDT, Prestige, Defy, support all of them, Smashmaster, BYO, GSW, support them. There's some places running at the Monster Factory right across the bridge. Support them. Support independent wrestling this weekend. Obviously, everybody's going to be in town for WrestleMania, but like you're all on vacation. You have the disposable income. Support people. Buy merch. Buy the ticket. Enjoy the ride. Let's see. Shows I have coming up in the next couple weeks. April 19th, I will be in Orlando, Florida for the Establishment Wrestling. If you have any fans in the Central Florida area, go support that. 420, I do battle with Alice Colon, an unsanctioned pro in Columbus, Ohio. All right, now I got to pull this one up because this one's the most important of them all. Let me find Chad's Twitter. 421. Chad French, the author and the runner of MidwestTerritory.com, runs an annual event called Pawcade to benefit the Salem, Indiana the Salem, Indiana, shelter, the local shelter, because that's where he's from, Salem. It's like 30 minutes from me where I live now. He is putting on an incredible card. Where's the whole? Come on, Chad. Where's the card? An incredible card. Hoodfoot versus Suge D for the Pan African World Diaspora Championship. You get Billy Starks versus Joseph A. Game. Let's see. We have John Wayne Murdoch versus Dimitri Alexander. There is Cole Radrick versus Steve, aka not Dr. Death on Twitter. The NWA World's Junior Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. Colby Carino versus my best friend, my day one, our first day training together, my tag partner, my best friend for life, Daniel Starling, is going to shock the fucking world. And all of this in the name of doing it for the dogs. April 21st at the world famous Jeffersonville Arena, Pawcade Part 5, A New Beginning. Be there. If you can't buy a ticket, message Chad at Chad French MWT on Twitter, or if you're not in the area but you want to support, there is a ticket link for you to donate tickets. All right,
and
I got all that out.
Kids under 12 are free with a paid adult. So
there you go, bingo.
You look at, it's a great opportunity to get the kids involved.
I'm always gonna miss one, but
it's okay. You know what? I didn't see you on this. I don't know if you noticed it. I have stuff scrolling across the bottom for you.
I do, yes.
I didn't see your name on this, so I didn't include this, but I did look at this.
You're fine. I was originally announced for the Battle Royal months ago, like a while ago. So okay. I might be in the Battle Royal, I might be in the Mystery Scramble, I might fuck around and cost someone their life. Who knows?
Whoa, that seems a bit excessive.
Well, all in the name of the animals. So, if you want to find out what I'm doing, you got to buy a ticket and come. But if there is anything, if you're a Midwesterner, Kentuckiana, even like in the Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Ohio area, it's only an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes away. If there is ever a show you need to support, it's shows like Pawcade that do right for things for people other than the sake of wrestling. The dogs are better. The dogs are bigger than all of us. Let's be honest, because dogs. They don't get to stay with us our entire lives, but we get to be with them for theirs. Yeah. So Ron Bass Jr., big animal guy. So anything to help the shelter, the shelter that this benefits.
I like that. I watched
I'm all fired up now.
I watched the first 48 last night where a man used his dogs to kill another man. It was very upsetting.
Here's the thing. So he probably deserved it.
Who?
What?
No, he didn't. The man that got killed by the dogs did not deserve it.
What did he? What's? I need the details.
So a man, his ex-girlfriend was living with this new guy, and this new guy didn't like that this man was talking to his girl. So he went and confronted this man and stole his phone. So the man went back to the house to get the phone, and they got into some fisticuffs.
Okay.
And the man was getting his ass beat, so he sicked his dogs on this dude.
Oh.
And the dogs killed him.
Oh, well.
Yeah, not good.
That's not their fault.
That's not their
fault. They didn't know better.
Because this guy was a piece of shit and he used his fucking dogs to kill a man, they had to put the dogs to sleep. And that was very upsetting.
Okay, that's sad. Never mind.
I'm bringing the whole show down. Burning
he
it
didn't
to
deserve
the
it,
ground.
but that's why bad people shouldn't have dogs.
Accurate.
Hot take to end the show. I think pet owners and people trying to acquire pets and people trying to acquire guns need to have a psychiatric evaluation, and that's where I'm leaving it. That's where I'm leaving everyone. No, I will not explain myself. That is my time.
Be sure to follow at Ron Bass Jr. on all social media. Ron, anytime you want to come back on and shoot the shit with us or just hang out.
Anytime you guys want me. I had so much fun. I like bullshit. I like doing that kind of stuff. I just like the bullshit.
That's what we do.
There was no structure to this, and it was great. It was perfect.
Yeah, we're like a fucking runaway freight train.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, you want to honestly, if you're traveling and you want to listen to a real fucking train wreck, when we had Heidi on a couple weeks ago, it's out of fucking control. It's a hoot. She was so much fucking fun.
She's great.
And she doesn't do a lot of interviews, so she was like, "Hey, I don't do these a lot." And I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have fun."
Yeah.
And it made me real fucking nervous. Because I built it up like it was gonna be a fucking it was so much fun though.
Right.
She
Hell yeah.
rocked. She rocked. You rocked. I won't be in Mania during Philadelphia. Won't be in Philadelphia.
You won't be in Mania during Philadelphia.
I won't be in Mania during Philadelphia either. But like
having a stroke. But I won't be in Philadelphia during Mania. But I'll be rooting for you, man. So
thanks, brother.
I hope you have a great week. If you ever, I hate to do this to Handsome Kevin. Handsome Kevin is an independent wrestling manager up in the Minnesota area. If you're ever looking for a mouthpiece, if you're ever looking for a mouthpiece, I know a real piece of shit.
So this is no disrespect to Handsome Kevin. I don't need no fucking mouthpiece.
Yeah.
I don't do like this here. Now it's time for self-deprecation. I may not do a lot of things good inside the ring. My wrestling may be decent, but I don't need nobody to talk that shit for me. I don't need no one to promo for me.
If you ever need a manager to punch in the mouth, HK is your guy.
Also that guy, yeah.
Fair enough.
Also that guy.
If I need someone to take the heat for me, bet.
Yeah. It's more than one.
What? So let's, but also, yeah, let's connect on that after this because I would like to go to Minnesota.
Yeah, man. I'll send you a message you on that Twitter, right?
Perfect.
Perfect.
No, I've never heard anyone say they want to go to Minnesota. That's weird.
I want to wrestle. I want to wrestle everywhere.
Minnesota's great, man. Minnesota's great.
All right,
friends.
Ron, that was great. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your...
Am I leaving the studio, and are you guys still gonna keep going?
Yeah, we're gonna keep rocking and rolling.
Keep rolling.
Hell yeah! All right, friends. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, man. We had a great time. We'll talk soon.
Absolutely.
Yes,
back. Sir. Later, guys.
See ya. Hey.
Ooh, hey.
Hey, should I not do that?
What's that?
To put you on the spot like that?
No, it doesn't bother me at all.
Okay, I don't know.
No, man. I have followed Ronnie Bass for a while. Became familiar with him a couple years back. So I was actually pretty excited to have him on the show, and you can put me on blast anytime, man.
No, I'm just, I know the wrestling business is made through connections. So
yeah,
you're going to be on a show with fucking Sam Adonis, and he's been on the show with you, right?
Yeah.
Like this show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'd love to see Ronnie Bass in the locker room, man.
I think that's a fucking home run, man.
Appreciate that guy.
I'm going to live vicariously through you. Why I fucking stand out in the heat and sling pizzas, and you fucking rub elbows with our friends.
Yeah, it works. We all got a right spot, right?
Yes.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
We're like a cohesive unit. The Ronnie Bass was a lot of fun. We still got wrestling to talk about. We haven't really done much talk. I mean,
what?
We did current wrestling. We're going to talk current. We got some current product we're going to talk about. Do you want to do the thing? Do you want to say back after this?
That's not really my thing.
Okay, he fucking Nancy gets all upset when somebody else says back after the.
I'm not gonna. It's not really necessary. Hey, it's time for a commercial break. Why would you say that?
Here, how about we do? This will be a new one.
All right.
Well, stick it up my ass and call me Charlie.
We'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in every Monday night to listen to The Shining Wizards. If you'd like to continue to support us outside of listening, we've got a few ways for you to do that. If you shop at Amazon, go over to amazon.shiningwizards.com, do your shopping as usual, and when you make your purchase, a little bit of that purchase price will go back to support the show. If you like to wear t-shirts, merch.shiningwizards.com will take you to our Pro Wrestling Tees store, where we've got over a dozen great designs from over 11 years of professional wrestling podcasting. You can become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast, and the more you support us, the more things that you're entitled to receive, and believe me, they are fantastic. Continue to listen to us wherever you listen to us on the World Wide Web, and make sure you like, rate, review, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Helps us out, and we can continue to bring you the love fest that is The Shining Wizards.
It's time for your weekly lineup of shows on the Shining Wizards Network. On Mondays, check out the latest from Gorilla Brain, featuring the year of Duke and Rogue, covering the history of wrestling year by year. Also from Gorilla Brain is the Tots Pod with Handsome Kevin and Loverboy Al, telling people to get off the lawn and reviewing wrestling figures. Also on Mondays, get your horror fix with 30 Screams or Less featuring Steve and Corey, where they review a horror film in 30 minutes or less. Monday nights live, it's The Shining Wizards, where it's wrestling talk and talk about wrestling. Wednesday nights, it's the Mark Order podcast, covering everything AEW with Ant Money, Kate the Great, Ryan Schlong, and Asian Joe. Get your metal fix on Fridays with Snowy and Aaron on Radioactive Metal, the longest running metal podcast on the planet. Saturdays, it's High Five Tom and Will Mercier on ROH Revelry, covering the history of Ring of Honor. On Sundays, it's Inconclusive Breakdown with Justin and Vince, covering the week in pop culture, politics, and more. The Shining Wizards Network also features other great shows, including Bread Club, where Kieran and Matt cover everything New Japan Pro Wrestling. The Brocast, where brothers Alan and Tom watch some of the greatest and not-so-great matches in wrestling. Turnbuckle Throwbacks, where the Impact Playa Phil Rhea discusses current wrestling while paying homage to the past. And Wrestling Night in Canada, where Snowy, Matt, and Dustin put a north of the border perspective on the world of wrestling. Enjoy all the great shows on the Shining Wizards Network. Entertainment, here.
All right, well, we're back.
All right.
You know what I just realized, HK? I gotta find this the latest closing number that Tony sent me.
It could be an issue, huh?
Yeah, no, it should be fine.
Okay.
No, maybe
Might
not.
be an
I don't
issue.
know. Well, you know what? I'm gonna figure this out.
Fucking figure it out. Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out as we go. But man, you know, Ronnie Bass Jr. going to be down at WrestleMania. WrestleMania is less than 2 weeks away. How excited are you for WrestleMania, man?
Fucking pumped, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was excited for last year's WrestleMania. I was excited for the WrestleMania the year before. I'm always pretty excited for WrestleMania. This year there seems like there's a little extra sauce on this one. You know what I mean? A little extra sauce on this one. So
Look,
I'm
man,
fucking pumped.
They're really firing on all cylinders, man. And then there's, you know, look, I know people, you can say what you want or don't read into it, but like, you know, even like the little like Machine Guns, their contract is up at the end of March, right? Or sometime in April.
Okay.
Or it's in the notes somewhere. Hold on. I gotta pull it up just so I get it right
Pull it
before
out.
someone starts screaming at me. All right, so the Machine Guns are done in April, but the Hardys are Matt Hardy is done in at the end of March, right?
Okay.
Sorry, I found the closing. I'm just moving things around. I'm
Yeah,
at the screen.
moving around.
So like there's always that WrestleMania excitement, you know, in the air.
Yes. So are you thinking that the guns show up? Is that what you're saying?
I really don't. I don't know. I know there's been, you know, talk amongst us or in the Discord, like people might be excited for the Hardys to come back at WrestleMania for the ladder match, but I'm like, we already saw that, right? We got that a couple years ago.
Right. Yeah, I don't need to see Jeff Hardy anywhere.
No, and you know, like I am very staunch with the term WrestleMania moment. Because I don't think everyone deserves a WrestleMania moment. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I think in general, the deserving of it that's super subjective. I mean, super subjective.
Yes,
So-
no, that's fair. But if like the narrative that everybody has to have their WrestleMania moment now, like it's been beaten to death, where it's like,
right.
I don't know, just let it be fucking organic. When Zack Ryder won the IC title in the ladder match, that was a cool WrestleMania moment. When the Hardys came back at that WrestleMania as a surprise, cool WrestleMania moment.
Eddie and Benoit.
Yes. When fucking Maria Menounos she doesn't need a fucking I don't give a fuck about her. She doesn't need a WrestleMania moment.
Do you think that was a WrestleMania moment?
I'm sure somewhere it's on some fucking list, WrestleMania moment. Snooki doing the fucking front handsprings. Maria Menounos somewhere. I get it. They're celebrities, but they don't need a fucking WrestleMania moment. Stop it.
Now Snooki surprised the shit out of me when she was there. I didn't expect a fuck from her, and she didn't do bad. She didn't do bad.
No, I mean, you know what? I'm going to refrain from saying anything inappropriate. Right.
Oh,
I
okay.
almost said something inappropriate.
Almost.
I stopped myself.
Good for you, man.
Now, let me ask you this, because I do have the social medias open. I was doing, checking this for Ronnie Bass and making sure we got all the promotions out.
Yeah.
We talked about it last week.
Hit me.
Cody is in the ring tonight on Raw. The Rock comes out to confront him.
Okay.
I feel like this is overshadowing Cody Roman.
I think that what else could you have done? That's the question. Like Rock needed to be there. Hey, Tony!
You daddy son of a bitch!
Hey, you sloppy whore!
What's going on? Can you hear me?
A little bit, not great, but you're here.
All right, well, yeah, I'm just popping in for a few minutes. I just want to tell Schmucko down below, reminder that April is WrestleMania month, and that means somebody going to be celebrating like the Heartbreak Kid, Daddy! You got some packages coming this week, buddy.
No, fuck you, dude.
No, fuck you, dude!
No, fuck you, dude.
No, fuck you, dude. Oh, wait, now they're louder?
Yeah, I figured it out.
All right, awesome.
Hello, Tony. What?
What's up, dude?
Why is your background like that?
It's pretty blurry.
Oh, now we can't hear you
No,
now.
we can't hear you. Yeah.
No ears.
No ears. Now you're on mute.
Now you're muted.
Sir,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hear you.
Oh!
Whoa.
What are you screaming for, man?
I don't know, because I can't hear myself. It's weird. Like, normally I can hear my voice, but I can't hear my voice. So all I hear is you guys. So it's weird.
That's all right.
How's that Ronnie Bass Jr., eh?
Great.
How's your night?
Oh, fantasticals.
She can bring my balls together under her chin.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
Really? Why would you say that?
I didn't say it, you did, buddy.
What's
No,
wrong with you?
I think Tony was asking why you think it's unnecessary.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think it was very part of. What did you do? Why is your background like that? That's really.
I got a
annoying.
treat for you, handsome Kevin. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. You'll get it. Matt hates that, by the way.
It's the best. It's the fucking best.
It is. It's fucking awesome. I do that shit all day and all night.
We were at the island, all fucking four of us walking down the road.
Yeah, so you got some packages coming in the mail. Make sure you're paying attention. We sent you some good stuff.
Okay.
You'll be all bling blonged out on Monday.
It's this Monday, April 1st.
The entire month of April.
Okay,
Every
just
Monday.
making sure. Just making
be
sure.
great.
Do I have 4 different outfits? 5 weeks in April.
Nope.
Or I have to wear the
No.
same thing every week.
Yeah. Well, you'll have a little bit of variety. You'll see some things come in like multiple styles and stuff. So
I am
Can't-
so fucking
can't
excited
wait.
for this.
Can't wait. And if just Tony, can you please give a little context for those who are familiar with what's going on in April?
Well, here's what I hate. I hate when we do pay-per-view picks, but I really shouldn't hate it all that much because I continuously win year after year. I've won 4 years in a row, which I still have to come up with a punishment for the 4th year, but the punishment for the 3rd year was Wizard versus Wizard, Matt versus Kevin, to which Matt lost because he thought Hulk Hogan was in the 1988 Royal Rumble. That being said, Matt's punishment is that he will celebrate the entire month of April, aka WrestleMania month, dressing as his favorite professional wrestler of all time, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And I will not tell you what that entails, but it's going to be a treat.
It's fucking amazing.
And then we can talk about punishment for last year's picks after April. So
Oh,
Could be good times. Could be good
Can't-
times.
Can't wait, Tony. Can't wait. We were in
All
the
right,
middle
well-
of talking. Oh, that's it. You just
Who
popped
gives a
in for
shit?
that.
What were you talking about? I did Terry Gordy. I'm not caught up yet. I
No,
caught up
we
to.
haven't. We haven't got there yet.
Oh, who'd you get to? You
We
talking
were
about
go-
your boy Alex?
No, we were just talking about.
What did you talk about? Nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. We talked Mania Madness. And
Oh,
what do you know about WCW Ruse?
Yeah.
like ruse, like a trick?
No.
No,
Rouge
no,
shoes.
not Ruse, like kangaroos.
Oh, like ruse with the little pocket on the side so you can put your quarter in and shit like that. I remember ruse. I remember ruse. I didn't realize WCW had their own ruse. That's pretty amazing.
Scott George dropping knowledge on us.
Stinger
Oh,
man.
because it's Canada.
Scott
George,
is
go
not
make
from
some more.
Canada.
Make
Scott
some more
George is not
clips,
from
Scott
Canada.
George. He's the clip guy, isn't he?
No.
Isolate that, Eric Freed, you fucking freak.
Yeah, you fucking weirdo. Isolate it with your balls. Go to HR again. But
No. Scott George is not from Canada.
might as well be. He's a fucking.
Why?
I
Why?
don't know. Because he tells us what to clip, doesn't
He's
he?
here every no. He's here every week. He supports us. We can't have you driving people away from us.
I'm not driving anyone away. Listen, I need all the support I can get in my old age.
Yeah, and if he was driving, he'd hit a fucking tree in about a second and a half.
Oh, shut up, dude. I'm a good driver. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not my fault the hand job fucking railings and fence posts pop up in the middle of nowhere.
Scott George lives in New Hampshire, Tony.
Oh, fucking close enough, dude. Come on. Newfoundland's like a stone's throw away, isn't it? Get the fuck out of here. Scott George, the fucking Canadian duos over here. The Freed George.
Jesus
Write
Christ,
that down.
dude.
Write
no.
that down, KJG, wherever you're at. My plug? I need a plug, Eric Freeds. I don't know what you're plugging. Oh, you guys got a chat? Hold on.
No.
Still in the item shop.
But I love balls.
Yeah.
Of course you do. You big ball sucking bastard, you. Isolate that,
Stand
Scott.
it. Sick
Eric,
of them.
whatever.
Hate them all.
What else is new?
It's a celebration.
Oh.
Oh, God. Yeah, comedy magomedy.
Snockered.
Celebration. Is it a Jace to celebration? Where is he tonight? Are the Devils playing?
Yeah.
How do you celebrate the 5-year anniversary of killing someone? You kill someone else.
All right, that's pretty good.
Fucking piece of shit. Jerk off.
Hey.
That was
talk
me.
about I'm right here. That was you?
Oh, yeah.
Who's sucking my dick? All right, I'll let you guys get back to not talking about wrestling for another hour.
I've never shit on a wall in my life.
Oh.
How do you shit on a wall? How do you shit a Jace to a wall?
You only do it when it's a celebration.
These are interesting questions that we need answers to.
Tony, you're on vacation next week, huh? You're on
Yes,
vacation
I'm-
with the celebration.
A little vacation on the beach with the
Well,
Hulksterish, maybe Jimmy Hart's. Or... I don't know.
And
Jimmy
it's
Hart
your
and Jace.
When do you leave, my man? We getting some games in before you go?
Friday. I'll be around.
Oh, all right. Perf.
Hey, are you fucking
Perf.
stupid?
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't.
Stop,
have
bro. I'm getting a fucking boner hearing that voice.
I didn't have an itinerary, so I didn't know.
I know. I'm sorry.
No,
do you need to know
dumb
where I'm
piece
gonna
of
be on
shit.
Saturday?
I'm guessing you're going to be on location on Saturday. You're going to be on location with your celebration.
A Jace to the celebration.
Oh, sorry. Celebration, Jace.
Did I put it up here? Oh. Oh yeah, I did. I did put it up here. Yeah, I thought there was something like
Comedy McGomedy. Oh boy.
Oh God.
Well, I'm hoping that I will chime in at some point on Monday. Maybe, perhaps from Hulk's Hangout. We shall see how that goes.
Ooh.
Oh, real tease! Wow.
Maybe if we can pull it off, I will definitely do it. Do we have a pay-per-view this weekend? Just before I go, so I know that I'm going to be miserable and that I have to pick something
No.
before I leave.
No, the only thing we have this weekend is we can't have Funsy McGunsies. Maybe while you're in Florida.
What?
The Big D.
What?
Oh yeah. Maybe.
You're getting
And I
too
think-
good at this, man.
I think Tony is.
You're
We're
fine.
Dunzo Magunzo. Ah.
Hell yeah!
And when you go to WrestleMania and you see Ronnie Bass Jr., don't stinkso maginkso.
How did you get a clip of that since you just did the show? Like, are you pulling them while they're in commercial?
No,
Or those are old?
Those old.
don't.
Hey, who's the dude that quit the Discord? I was thinking about who that was today.
I talked to him over the weekend. Scotch drinks more.
Oh yeah, dude. How is he? Is he coming back?
I told him we missed him, but he hasn't replied.
So you didn't talk to him?
Well, I said, hey, he retweeted something, and I said, hey man, how you doing? Like, long time no see. And he was like, keep it on, keep it on. And I was like, awesome, man, we miss you in the Discord. And then he didn't respond.
Fuck your Discord is what he said.
Yeah, I'm a pimp named Slickback. All right, hand job. I'm out. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, Tony. Nice to see you. Have a safe and fun vacation. When you return, will it be pre or post your birthday?
Oh, post.
Interesting.
Uh-oh. You better not be planning anything for my birthday.
I have nothing. No, I have nothing planned. I just know you kind of like it to fly under the radar. So I just want to know when we do a proper happy birthday, Tony.
I mean, you
It's
could text.
the Monday after WrestleMania is a WrestleMania show, so I have zero planned. There's been no conversation to have something in place to do a celebration. No one's gonna cumsies in your face.
Really?
Really?
Nagumsky.
No cream pies?
Cream pie, my guy? No, none of that. I was just curious.
Are you deaf? I'm a pimp named Slickback. Can I just tell you I'm an idiot? Yes, I am. Later, McGators.
I don't know.
Fuck you. Bye.
Whew.
All right. Well, Tony came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, he did. Tony.
Oh, so anyway, what were you saying? They don't have anything to I don't know, man. Cody Roman should be bigger than what it is, and it just feels like this is all Rock Cody.
The only thing that they could have done with Rock to because wherever he is on the card, it's going to overshadow like a little bit. It just will.
Right.
I don't know. I think that having him in that tag team match night one was a way to try and not have him overshadow. But it's going to be. I mean, when Austin was back and fought Owens, right? Austin, I mean, he didn't overshadow what like the rest of the card, but that's you. Like Austin being there was huge, right? So Rock being there is huge. It's going to overshadow. I don't feel like it's overshadowing Cody Roman. It's definitely providing another element to it, but I don't feel like it's overshadowing. And there's not much you could have done with Rock. He had to be. He didn't have to be, but he was going to be involved in the storyline in some capacity, right? There's not really a way that. What else do you do with him?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I'm really honestly like, I'm going back. I will die on this hill. I really think like they just shoehorned him into this as early as they did to get distance from the Vince McMahon stuff.
Maybe. It's possible.
Like you bring up like now my memory might be shit, but I don't feel like I don't think Austin was on like 8 weeks of SmackDown and Raw before Mania, was he?
He wasn't. Not to my recollection either.
Like The Rock is on. He's been on like the last 3 SmackDowns. He showed up on Raw tonight, like to confront Cody.
Right.
You know, I just look. There's no doubt in my mind it'll be great. I just feel like we've waited so long for Cody to beat Roman. It just kind of feels like you getting The Rock at WrestleMania, and your bonus is this other match that I feel should be front and center.
Well, I still think it is.
It doesn't feel like it. To me, it doesn't.
But isn't that just Rock star power though?
But I think part of it's the star power. Then it's the amount of time they're spending on The Rock and like the memorable back and forth that are happening on TV are between The Rock and Cody, not Roman and Cody.
And so, and this is not, I don't have any, this is a baseless theory, I guess. I think that Roman probably steps away for a while. And I think that they're setting it up so Rock and Cody can run a program. If they're doing all those international shows, Rock Cody seems kind of perfect. And they're already laying like a thick foundation for it. So I think that's the way it goes. I'm not, like I said, again, completely baseless, but it seems like it would make sense because it's either that or Rock's turning on Roman.
Right.
You know, it's one of the two in my mind. Now there's unlimited ways they could go, but those are the two kind of conclusions that to me are the closest in reach.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. You're gonna I mean, you know, is The Rock in it for? Is The Rock Cody a thing or is that a possibility because everybody wants Rock Roman, right? Like that would be your big SummerSlam match. I don't know if Rock Cody is. I don't know. I hate that. This is going to be crazy. I don't know if The Rock can hang with Cody.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they will figure it out because Cody's an absolute stud, and
no doubt. But
he's a pro's pro.
You know, I think The Rock's just in it for WrestleMania season and SummerSlam. I don't think he's in it for the long haul.
But he's kind of has to be in it for the long haul now, given his.
I mean, if he turns on Roman, then there is no Rock Cody, right? It's just Rock Roman, and that's it.
Right.
We get the match for the head of the bloodline, and then they both go away.
Very possible. Very possible. It'll be intriguing, I think, either way. But I'm fucking pumped, man. I'm fucking pumped. And I think that you say like Rock being there overshadows like the Cody Roman situation. But what about like the rest of the card?
Yeah, I don't think it. I just feel like they're focusing more on Cody Roman. But yeah, like I think the Io Sky Bailey story is like super intriguing, and I don't feel like I'm getting as much of that on because The Rock and Roman are always on SmackDown, and the Rock segments are like fucking 25 minutes long.
Yeah.
So here's what we have so far for the card.
Wait. Hold on. Before like people pissing about the Rock segments going long. Like, do you not remember how long the Bloodline segments were when Sammy was in there? And all of a sudden now we're gonna fucking bitch about it.
I think that people. I mean, in this day and age, people just bitch and moan.
But it's complete bullshit. Like now, I prefer and found more entertainment in Sami Zayn and the Bloodline, right? I thought there was an element of humor. There was a ton of entertainment. There is also a ton of entertainment to The Rock being there. And those segments are running just as fucking long. And if you're sitting down to enjoy a wrestling program and your fucking stopwatches out to click and see how long fucking segments go, you're fucking, why are you watching? You sit back and enjoy the fucking show. God,
you know it.
Pisses me off. And then, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not
Do
going
it.
to do it.
Do it. You know people hate watch.
I know they fucking hate watch, but like you're gonna fucking bitch about Rock being out there for 20 minutes, and then I got to listen to fucking Mercedes Monet on the other fucking station for fucking 25 minutes. Fuck it. You're watching for the wrong fucking reasons. It's entertainment, god damn it.
Yeah, no, look, and then because of social media, people have a fucking voice, and then
People
it takes. They really shouldn't. It's fucking so maddening when I'm trying to interact with professional wrestlers, or I'm saying, trying to put out fun tweets and put people over or try and get them on, and I can't get a response. But some fucking shitbird goes on there and they're like, oh, this was the fucking shittiest thing I've ever fucking seen. They get a fucking response. You respond to the negative, and then people are just going to people just fucking put more negative shit out there because then they can fly their fucking flag for 5 minutes. Oh, I got into a Twitter war with this wrestler. Yeah. Meanwhile, we're trying to put out a fucking great product, and I can't get anyone to return an email or a DM or a fucking tweet because I'm trying to be nice about it. It pisses me off.
Yeah, you know what pisses me off? Fucking Brundon. Go back to your fucking meeting.
CEO. See, I think Brundon's on fourth mic next week too, by the way.
Oh, great. Get the censor button fucking ready.
So you mentioned the rest of WrestleMania 40. Here's what we have already confirmed for night one. We got Rock and Roman against Cody and Seth. If Rhodes and Rollins wins, all members of the Bloodline barred from ringside for night two. If Rock and Roman wins, it is a Bloodline rules match. Confirmed for night two, Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre with CM Punk as the guest commentator. Just confirmed this evening.
Nice. Okay.
And then Roman versus Cody, obviously. We have not found out what nights these other matches will be on, but we have Io Sky Bailey for the WWE Women's Championship, Rhea Becky for the Women's World Championship, Gunther Sami Zayn for the IC title, our six-pack tag team ladder match, the Judgment Day defense against DIY, Miz and R-Truth, the New Day, and the SmackDown finals tournament winners. Right now we're down to 4 teams: Legado del Fantasma, New Catch Republic, A-Town Down Under, and the Street Profits. They're your final 4. One of those teams will make it into the 2 teams.
Okay.
2 teams will make it in. The winner of the Legado del Fantasma New Catch Republic match and the winner of the A-Town Down Under Street Profits. So 2 of those 4 teams will be in this 6-team ladder match. LA Knight, AJ Styles, Jimmy J. Uso, and a triple threat for the U.S. title, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and I'm sure we'll get a couple more matches before the end of the next 2 weeks.
That's as stacked as a card gets.
Look, man, WrestleMania 40, this is a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
And it's spread over 2 nights, so.
Yeah. Yeah, since they made that 1-2 nights, there's no way they're going back to fucking one night.
Well, fuck, man, that's another thing. The way they used to be with the fucking one night, and it was like fucking 6 hours.
Oh, I was still in.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I guess I get it because I watch fucking Wrestle Kingdom every year. So
right. Do you do it with your stopwatch?
No.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that.
No, I don't actually own a stopwatch.
That tag team ladder match.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's doing much for me, man.
I don't. Yeah.
Like out of everything that you just ran through, I was like, that's the one that just isn't really there for me. Like Miz and Truth are great.
Right.
I DIY. I'm still not seeing it. Like I just don't. I'm not in. Right. I'm not in on DIY.
I think Johnny Gargano is going forever to be a guy who's only successful in NXT.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but him
all.
on the main roster has fucking been bad.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see it. New Day, right? I think I don't want to say that New Day's run its course because I think there's always a spot for them, but I think they might need a little freshener, right? A little freshener would be nice for New Day.
Like a Big E returns at the Mania?
A Big E return would really freshen them up because they've been around for what, like 10?
God, for
10,
fucking feels
12
like forever
years
now.
Yeah.
We were doing the podcast when the New Day started, and it was not what it became.
Like when Woods first came out with the glasses on, was kind of doing his putting it together. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they were fuck. They kept losing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. Their time to shine.
Yeah.
Ah.
So it's been 10, 12 years in that range.
July 24th, 2014 episode of Raw.
There it is.
Yeah, so
a little freshener for them.
Yeah, fresheners. I like a nice freshen up.
Yeah.
Freshen things up, keep things fresh. But yeah, I mean that's where we are in terms of Mania. I've been catching the last of Raw when we finish up the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great point, Matthew Birch. Tag team ladder match at Mania just feels like a match where they're trying to get as many people on the card like they do with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
I love the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Love it, man.
It's such a fucking wit. This just to have again. This is one of my big complaints with AEW. Just to have a match, just don't bother.
But it's not just having a match. It's the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Can you tell me the winners of every Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal?
No, I can't tell you the winners of
there
every.
You go. What's the fucking point, man?
I'm guessing probably Big Show, right? He was in there. Braun Strowman, probably. Boy.
There's been 9 winners.
Holy
9.
Shit, there's been 9 of them. Mojo, right? He got one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking list of fucking garbage, really.
Oh, are those all those guesses are right, correct?
What you got? Big Show, yes.
Yeah.
Mojo, yes. Braun Strowman, yes.
Yes. Okay, perfect. What about how about Cesaro? Is he on that list?
Cesaro won the first ever one.
Yeah, okay. After that it gets a little foggy.
All right. Baron Corbin at 32.
Okay.
Matt Hardy at 34.
I don't remember that at all.
Jey Uso.
Didn't know that.
Madcap Moss.
Oh, that's right. Because weren't they were trying to use that as almost like a launching point, yeah?
I guess. And Bobby Lashley was last year.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. I like it, man. I like it. That's one of the things I liked about the old WrestleManias. They throw a battle royal in there. It was fun to watch.
I think they did 2, right?
4
before like 14. 2 had the wrestlers,
the
football players. Yeah. 4,
yeah.
Then when was the next one? 15. The gimmick battle royal.
Tag team. Tag team battle royal was 15. You had a fucking problem with that?
It fucking sucked.
Oh, golly.
Really?
Didn't suck.
When was the last time you watched the WrestleMania 15 Tag Team Battle Royal?
Within the last 2 years.
With the likes of...
The New Midnight Express?
Garbage.
No. LOD, obviously.
Wait. I'm sorry. What?
What?
You're good with the New Midnight Express.
Why not?
They're a fucking trash bag.
Bodacious Bart?
Bombastic Bob can suck my balls.
Yeah, I bet he wouldn't.
Fucking LOD 2000.
Right? Not bad.
Is this... Really?
D'Lo and... Was it D'Lo and Mark Henry?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember all the teams, but I remember it.
Was Public...
No, Public Enemy wasn't in it.
Rocco, according to Wikipedia, Rocco Rock was in the... Where is this? The other participants. Where is this? Note 1. That would be one. The other participants were Rocco Rock, Johnny Grunge, Viscera, Gilbert, Animal, 8-Ball, Skull, Hawk, Scotty Too Hotty, Farouk, Tiger Ali Singh, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Midian, Brian Christopher, Steve Blackman, and Bradshaw.
No, that doesn't feel right at all.
Going on, get away from me, Wikipedia.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right at all.
WWE.com. What do you got for
Yeah,
me?
there you go. Find it. 'Cause that those.
Oh, it was on Sunday Night Heat. Oh, that looks like those participants, buddy.
No. The tag team battle royal opened the show. The pay-per-view show. That LOD won. Because it was their big return. It was at LOD 2000 and Sonny with LOD. Looking like a real ripe tomato.
Is that 15 or 14?
15.
The only battle royal on 15 was the one that was on Heat.
No, you're right. It is 14. Yeah.
Oh, good. 14 might be even fucking better.
It is 14.
14
It's good, man. It's good.
is Los Boricuas, both
Yes!
sets of Los Boricuas, the Truth Commission,
All right.
Bradshaw and Chains, the Nation of Domination, Henry D'Lo, and Farouk Kama Mustafa, the Quebecers, the
Yep.
Rock and Roll Express,
Hell yeah.
the Headbangers, Too Much, the DOA, 8-Ball and Skull, Steve Blackman, and Flash Funk, and the Godwins. Get
Not
down.
bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Oh, and
Not
of course,
bad at all.
LOD 2000 and the Midnight Express.
Yes.
The new Midnight Express.
No problem with it. No
Garbage. Hot,
No,
fucking
not
steaming
garbage.
pile of dog shit.
No problem.
WrestleMania 14, not great.
It had its moments.
Outside of Austin Michaels, I would have to go back and watch this. Taka Michinoku Aguilar.
Yeah.
Light heavyweight match.
Yep.
Oof, fucking Mark Marrow and Sable against the artist formerly known as Goldust and Luna Vachon got more time than the IC championship match.
That was a little rocky, yeah.
And more time than the light heavyweight championship match. And more time than the tag team battle royal.
Yeah. It was a little rocky. It was a little rocky. One spot.
Scott George says 14 better than 15 and 16. 16 was the gimmick one?
No. Gimmick was
No.
17.
Oh, God. 16 was what? The hardcore battle royal.
Oh, WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's pretty
That one
rough.
sucked a D.
Yeah.
Woof.
Wolf, Buzz, your
Wolf.
girlfriend. Wolf.
How did we end up here?
I don't know. But here we are.
Here we are, face to face, a couple of silver spoons. Will you be picking up Ronda Rousey's book?
Nope.
No interest.
None.
Even though she smashes the WWE throughout it.
I give a shit less if she smashes the WWE throughout it. No, like generally, I was a big Ronda Rousey fan when she was in MMA, and I was actually a huge supporter of her in WWE as well. I thought that she could have progressed, and she ended up not progressing so much, and it's fine. I don't need to read her book though. I have no interest in her book.
Do you think the stuff that is in it is relevant to what is going on with Vince McMahon, of how she says it's a shit show?
Could be. And again, I don't. It's one person's viewpoint, one person's opinion, and obviously she's a big time star. I just don't have interest in I don't have an interest in her opinion, I guess is the easiest way to put it.
Okay. It just, she puts over Trips. She said he's awesome.
Yeah.
But Laurinaitis and Bruce Pritchard are fucking dirtbags. The Vince McMahon, he signed a deal with Saudi Arabia where they control their women. She says, I'm sure Vince enjoys that. I mean, look, there's a lot of interesting shit in there, and she doesn't gain anything from. The thing is, she gains nothing from burning the bridges. if she doesn't want to go back. So I think it'll be an interesting read.
Book sales.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. Was it announced last week Masha's going to be Shayna Baszler's opponent at Bloodsport?
I don't know if it was announced yet. I know that we had
Scott George maybe put it in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, I know it was announced that she's going to be there. And he might have. You're right. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I think we would have been wrapping up.
Yeah.
Look at Scott George. I got into an argument with someone telling me 16 was the best WrestleMania ever. I actually put myself through watching it again, and it still sucked.
It's fucking horrible.
2000's bad.
Real bad. And it
It's
fucking
real
opens.
bad.
It opens with, God, what is it? It's fucking Godfather coming down to the ring with, I think it's Ice-T. And it's fucking horrible because all Ice-T does the entire time is goes, pimpin' ain't easy, man. Pimpin' ain't easy, man. Pimpin' ain't easy, man. The whole, it's fucking trash. It's trash.
Yeah, I think, and you know what really bothered me about that was how invested I was from Royal Rumble and No Way Out with Mick Foley, only to have him retire and then them bring him back for this.
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
The shits. The shits, I tell you, kid.
Shits.
Don't do it, Nelly. I know it's a long show.
Oh, yeah.
And we're getting late, so I don't want to keep you too long. And I know people, I don't know how people feel about these marathon shows. AEW, couple things to note. Okada won the Continental Championship.
He sure did.
And maybe I'm a dullard and I don't quite understand. And maybe we talked about this last week.
Okay.
So Okada's now the Continental Champion. He's not the Triple Crown Champion because Eddie Kingston's going to defend the Ring of Honor title against Mark Briscoe at Supercard of Honor Mania weekend. And then he's still the New Japan Open Heavyweight Champion. And I feel like maybe I read somewhere that Tony Khan said whoever is the Continental Champion is it's very convoluted. I'm sorry, it's not in the notes, and this is not Brandon's fault. Tony Khan explaining. Do you have it?
No. I will tell you how fucking gone I was for this. When it happened, I went, wait a second. What fucking belt is this now? That's how many fucking belts they have. I went, wait. What fucking belt? Because is that the one that they collapsed? Did they fold that one? The Continental? The International? What the fuck is going on?
We got them all, baby. We got them all. Okay, this is I found this from an interview.
Yeah.
Tony Khan said, whoever's the champion going into the Continental Classic, they will put the title up going into the Classic. The champion will have the opportunity to retain it by winning the tournament. The Continental title will be defended under Continental rules for the rest of the year. No outside interference, nobody allowed at ringside. Whoever is the champion coming out of Full Gear, they will defend the title in the Continental Classic, and at World's End will determine who will be the Continental Champion.
Got an idea.
Yeah, me too. Just don't
Less
have a
fucking belts.
So
how long have I been saying this, man?
I know. No, I'm with you.
How
This
fucking
is
long have I been saying? Too many fucking belts. If they have so many belts that I watch weekly, fucking weekly, I watch this shit. And when a title change goes, I go, wait, what fucking belt? You got too many goddamn championships.
Yeah, so this is really the G1 with a championship belt, and you don't just call it the Continental Classic. You can do it right after Full Gear and into World's End and just make him fucking the number one contender. He doesn't have to be a championship. So you made the modern day Triple Crown, but then the Continental Classic will put the title up, the Continental Classic title. So what about the other two? What's the fucking point?
Well, what happened with
what about the other two titles?
What about the Owen Hart belt? Anybody still got that one going?
I think it's just a trophy. I don't think it's a championship.
Oh, they were fucking championship belts.
They did.
They had Owen belts.
But I don't think they ever defended them. Maybe that was like for them to display on their mantelpiece. Because I don't think Adam Cole or Britt Baker ever came to the ring with those after they won.
Okay. Still too fucking much, man.
A lot of tournaments. He's big on the tournaments.
It's fucking absurd.
Nelly, come on. No, get down. God damn it! All right, so Okada beat Eddie Kingston, and I'm not gonna lie, man, this was not great.
Nope.
And the ending was, I mean, maybe it's because of the style of wrestling that I'm so used to.
Mm-hmm.
I was very underwhelmed with the fact that he hit one Rainmaker and he didn't kick out. That's the purpose of the move, right? But dude, I was so not ready for that. That's
You've
the
been
way it should
conditioned.
be. But
Yes, it is.
I'm so conditioned for Eddie Kingston to kick out that when it was 3, I was like, oh fuck.
You weren't the fucking only one either. If you look at the audience,
And then the pyro's going off, and I, as well as Okada, doesn't know what to do with it. Does he celebrate? I don't know. I'll tell you what they did do that I thought was cool. That gave it almost like a real sports feel was when they went to Renee Paquette while she was talking as Eddie Kingston was entering.
okay.
Because it almost made it feel like, on the field during a football game, like we're going to talk to this person as, while the team's running onto the field or something. It was different. It's not something I don't think we've seen in wrestling before, where she is at the forefront and he is entering behind her as she's explaining what, the significance of the match or whatever she said.
Okay. All right.
I thought it was a cool production spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the mist, and then the Young Bucks with Tony Khan, in the back watching and them celebrating.
So fucking dumb.
I don't know. I love heel Okada. I think he's a real dick.
Yeah.
But there's some things. There's some things. I'm with you, man. Look. You mentioned it before. We were talking about SmackDown. I don't need to see Mercedes Moné come out and talk every week.
So I'm starting to think that she is the one of the most brilliant business women there is, because I don't think she is who she thinks she is, and on a worldwide scale, I am tired of hearing her say that she was the fucking women's revolution bullshit. She's already done that, and this is now it's going to be. No, sorry, sister. I'm sorry. It's not working. It's not working, man. It's not the one smart thing that they did for her. And I don't know if I said it before or not, but they had the canned CEO before her music starts, to let everybody know this is what you chant when she comes out. So now everybody knows you get to chant CEO. Outside of that, man, she's not much there for me.
You know what? She's got to get in there and wrestle, man. Her promos suck.
Yep. Big time.
And we know she's good, but she's also been. She hasn't been in I think she's had 2-3 matches in the last 3 years.
And she looks like a jackass.
Right? Oh, let's see. Sasha Banks cage match. All right, because she walked out on the WWE a while ago.
Yeah.
Which is whatever, you have your, stick to your guns. I can appreciate that.
Do whatever you need to do.
Her last WWF match was May 15th, 2022. She doesn't wrestle again until February of 2023. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches in 3 months, and then she breaks her foot, her ankle, whatever she broke.
Yeah.
And then she's out for the rest of the year. So in almost 2 years, she's had 5 matches.
Yeah. She's still living on the name, which is smart of her. She's living on the name that she made in WWE.
Dude, people go fucking nuts for her. It is. You ever go down the Sasha Banks Twitter rabbit hole?
No.
Dude,
No.
when she showed up in New Japan, it's borderline sickening the amount of like people who like make up a Twitter account dedicated solely to her.
I believe it. I'm sick of this too. I'm sick of this.
That's what she does, bro.
I'm
Sick
sick
of
of
Tony fucking playing stupid Fortnite songs and dancing, but it happens.
I'm sick of it. Don't want to see it anymore.
CEO, baby.
No. Pass.
Edge beat Christian in an I Quit match.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was what it was.
I don't need to see that bitch anymore. That fucking Wayne bitch. I'm fucking tired of it. All right. This is gonna be me getting a little pissy about something here. You walk out there, you got a fucking hockey stick, you're doing a nard shot, right? You're doing a nard's plow with the hockey stick.
Oh yeah.
How fucking hard is it? She sneaks in and weasels it and then just no, that's not how you do it. You get out there, you put it wha-pow, right? Not her.
I mean, maybe she didn't want to. It's not. Maybe she wasn't the right person for the spot.
You fucking think? When has she been the right person for the spot since she's been there, man? She's fucking useless.
Mother Wayne or Miss Elizabeth?
Oh, golly. Oh. Fuck. So, I will say this. Miss Elizabeth has, the history behind her, of course, right? Everybody loves Miss Elizabeth. But if I'm taking a manager between the two, at least I know Mother Wayne's going to try and fucking do something where I know Miss Elizabeth isn't going to do shit. So I got to go Mother Wayne, even though I don't want to.
And this is just based off of 1988 Miss Elizabeth, to be clear.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Just so, just in case people need a little context.
Yeah.
What did you think of Hook Chris Jericho?
Give a shit. The problem is that like Jericho repeatedly tells everybody, like everybody who's involved with him is elevated, right? Everybody who's involved with him is elevated. And Hook Joe, fantastic.
Yep.
Hook Jericho can eat a shit. I don't think Jericho is doing anything to elevate Hook. I think Hook was on his way without him. And I think that now Jericho's attaching himself to Hook.
I really thought that Jericho was I thought Hook got in a ton of offense. Excuse me, a lot of throwbacks to when Taz wrestled Jericho in ECW.
Why do we think that's so fucking cool? By the way,
why is it cool?
Right, because what was it? Darby and Punk did the Owen Hart or the Bret Hart 1, 2, 3. Right. This is not the first time we've seen them do something like that in AEW, where they go, side by side of this and this. Look they did this exact same thing. Like, whoa. So fucking what?
I mean, it is Taz's son.
Yeah, I understand.
I thought it was cool.
All right. Why though?
Why is it cool?
Yeah.
Because I think it's you're paying homage to where these guys have come from. Okay. The fact that Jericho's still wrestling all these years later. Taz is doing commentary on a match where his son is wrestling somebody Taz wrestled 25 years ago. I think it's cool.
See, and I think if you're gonna do something like that, I would rather have seen them layer it differently. Have Jericho go for a move that he hit on Taz and have Hook evade that move. Look what I've learned, right? Doing the exact same thing doesn't do shit for me.
I mean, Taz's gimmick was he was angry and he fucking suplexed people.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm a Sabu guy, so I hated him.
Oh, I fucking loved Taz.
I still hated him. I was a Sabu guy.
Fucking Taz guy.
I really thought the amount of offense Hook was getting in that Jericho was going to steal a pin. But Hook won, so whatever. I'm with you, man. Look, Jericho has done everything he can do in pro wrestling. I just, I don't know. He needs to go away, and not for 3 weeks. He needs to take a couple months off.
Yeah.
a comeback like Lionheart,
but, you know,
Chris Jericho with
He's gonna
fucking
come back with but he comes back and he's a whatever. The lion, it takes 3 months off. He's gonna come back. He's gonna have the fucking lion's den behind him, or he's gonna fucking come out. It's gonna
probably.
be a new fucking jerk off appreciation society. It's enough.
Thunder Rosa beating Tony Storm was interesting.
Okay, I must have passed out during that.
Deonna Purrazzo, Thunder Rosa against Mariah Way, Tony Storm. Thunder Rosa gets a pinfall on Tony Storm. Deonna Purrazzo looks annoyed about that, so we're getting Thunder Rosa back in the mix. It's all of a sudden the women's division has a lot of women in it, right?
Yeah.
Rampage was on right after it. It was a Rampage show. Man, I mean, Shibata was on. He wrestled Kevin Matthews, friend of the show, Kevin Matthews, so that was pretty cool to see. Julia Hart and Sky Blue beat Chris Statlander and Nightingale in a street fight, which was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But like the world title tournament thing, I don't give a shit. And again, how many times can you have the Ring of Honor TV champion fucking lose a match? Why am I supposed to give a fuck about this title?
You're not.
It fucking makes me so mad, Kevin. So fucking mad.
Yep.
Take Ring of Honor and flush it down the fucking toilet. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. It's a fucking joke. It's you don't even call it Ring of Honor. Call it fucking fucking Tony's fucking play figures. I don't give a shit. Call it something else. Stop calling it Ring of Honor. It's fucking dog shit. It's trash. I got rid of Honor Club, so I'm not paying fucking $10 a month to watch 4 donkey shit shows where there's 2 halfway decent stories. One's fucking Athena and Billy Starks, and the other is fucking To the Castle and John Morrison. The rest of it's fucking garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage.
To the Castle is on the wrong show.
And look, I think it's great. Past guest of the show, TJ Crawford, was on Ring of Honor this week. He got beat by Matt Sydal. Why? Who gives a shit about fucking Matt Sydal? TJ Crawford's a young up-and-comer. You can do something with him. You signed fucking Brian Keith to what?
For no reason.
For what? Why did you fucking sign him if he's just going to show up on Dynamite or in fucking Collision and lose? Put him in fucking Ring of Honor. Put him with fucking Shane Taylor. Build up a fucking stable that means something. Instead of having these guys show up and be fucking jobbed out on fucking Rampage and fucking Collision and Dynamite. Fuck Ring of Honor. Fuck you, Tony Khan. You fucking shitbird.
There you go. I love it.
Fucking pisses me off. Now, who wants to sit through this fucking garbage?
Nobody.
Serpentico and Mark Sterling. No offense. Fuck yourself. Fuck you. This fucking show is fucking forever long. Yeah. Brandon Cutler and Colt Cabana beat Bryce Donovan and Rex Lawless. Who gives a shit?
Not me.
Lee Johnson defeats London Lightning. Could you pick a fucking shittier fucking name? What is this shit? Shit on top of shit. Fuck me. It fucking aggravates me. This is fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's fucking 14 matches on this episode. Who wants to sit through this?
Nobody. No one. I mean, I can't say no one. There's probably people out there that very much looking forward to Ring of Honor. There's probably people that just watch Ring of Honor.
Yeah, you know what those people have? They have fucking CTE. What the fuck is this?
It's not good, man. It's not good.
You can't give me a plate full of dog shit and tell me it's a fucking filet mignon. Well, no. That's what you're doing. You're trying to do that to me.
There's one stud. There's only one stud that's worth paying attention to. It's Dalton Castle, man. Dalton Castle.
And Athena. They're the only 2 people worth a fuck Athena, on Ring of Honor. Yeah. And look, and I'm not trying to say this to like be disparaging. There's a lot of talented men and women that get the opportunity to be there, but I'm not fucking sitting through this. No. Who wants to sit through this?
Nobody, man. Nobody.
And then the problem is they're going to go to Supercard of Honor and they're going to put on a fucking banger of a show. Banger of a show. They did it with fucking Final Battle. Final Battle was great. Athena Billy Starks was fucking phenomenal. But I'm not sitting through fucking 12 weeks of this.
No.
14 fucking matches. Are
course
you
not.
fucking retarded?
Of course not. Why would you?
Fucking Nick Camarado's a fucking stud.
Dalton Castle's a stud.
He lost to Dalton Castle. That was a bad example on my part.
Dalton Castle's a stud.
Piss me off.
It's all right, man. It's all right. Take it easy, baby boy. Settle down, baby boy.
We're going through long, so let's talk Dark Side of the Ring, because I know you had some issues here, so I'm excited. I want to hear about this.
Man. You want to know my issues?
Please.
So I told you last week I watched the Buff, right? Buff and the Bagwells.
Okay.
The Nutsack Shavers. I watched it twice, right? In prep, because I knew it was going to be something sideways. So I was ready for that. Now I sit down to watch the new episode. And guess what I got?
Buff?
I fucking got Buff. I don't know what fucking happened. I don't know what went sideways. I was excited to watch the episode. I'm sitting in my favorite easy chair. I'm ready to roll, right?
Yeah, let's roll.
All of a sudden, it's Buff again. I'm going, what the fuck? I don't want Buff again. I don't want Buff the second time, but I watched it. I just want to watch the new one. You think I got to watch the new one?
Something tells me the way you're...
I didn't get to watch the new one. You think I watched the fucking Buff a third time? No. Fuck you. I didn't. Eat a shit. I was pumped to watch the new one.
So you don't have on demand where you live?
What are you talking? I got all kinds of on demand. What is it?
So why didn't you find the fucking Terry Gordy episode on demand?
What's it going on demand? What platform?
Vice? I don't know.
Vice on demand?
I fucking can. I put it in my Hulu. I just search Dark Side of the Ring and it shows up
on Hulu.
Vice doesn't have an on-demand channel?
I don't know. Was it on Hulu?
Yes.
Well, fuck me, man. I have Hulu.
That's what I have. That's my streaming service.
I fucking have Hulu too. Oh man, what a dipshit! I'm fucking all bent out of shape because I want to watch the new one. I get so pissed off about fucking Buff Bagwell and his dad getting all coked up in his fuck. It's on YouTube. Thanks, Brennan. That helps me a lot right now. Why don't you put in the fucking notes you send to me when I'm in bed? I gotta wake up and go to work in the morning.
Why didn't you discuss this with us like Wednesday and Thursday?
Wednesday and Thursday? It was up.
Like last week, and you were like, "Oh man, I didn't see Dark Side of the Ring," and we could have pointed you in the right direction, buddy. We're here for you.
I didn't think to, man. I was so
wait.
bent
What do
out
you
of
watch? What do you watch? What do you usually watch it on?
I watch. I got my DVR.
But your DVR is through what cable? Like Comcast? What do you have out there?
It's called Midco.
Midco. Okay.
Yeah.
But you have Hulu.
I do have Hulu. Yeah.
It should be.
That's good to fucking know, man. I didn't know that shit.
Now look, I don't know what if you just have like regular Hulu, right? Like not the live streaming Hulu.
No, I just got the regular Hulu. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. I have Hulu Live because I don't pay for cable out here.
Okay.
So I watch live TV, but I don't know if it's on that version of that platform of Hulu.
Okay.
But then you have the Vice channel.
Oh yeah, got the Vice channel. Yeah.
So there's not like Vice on demand?
I don't fucking know. I just record. If I want to watch, I record it.
Clearly, you don't know what you're doing.
It recorded fine every time, every fucking season, and now all of a sudden this one, three episodes in, and I got to watch fucking Dickskin grabbing Judy Bagwell.
So you didn't get to see it.
Didn't get to see it.
Apparently, Vice has an on demand. I'm sorry.
All this information is fucking great.
Do you not know how to use the internet?
I'm fucking familiar with the internet, man. I'm familiar.
You couldn't Google Vice on demand, or
no, I didn't, man. I got pissed.
Does Midco have on demand?
I'm sure they got all kinds of shit.
Because this would have stuck in my craw. I would have found a way to watch this fucking show.
I thought about it.
Thought about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I probably watched the Saturday Night's Main Event or a wrestling challenge or
Oh
something.
man! All right, so I don't even know. So I guess I can't talk about this with you.
I mean, you don't. It's
I don't want to spoil it.
Well, I mean, what's there to spoil?
Did you know that his son was Jesse from Festus and Jesse?
I think I did.
I didn't know that.
I think, yeah. I think I might have read that somewhere.
I know who Miranda is. I didn't know that Jesse was Gordy's kid.
Yeah.
Slim Master J also.
Old Slim Master. Yeah, I mean, but there's to the story itself. There's not. Guy was a maniac, right?
I don't know if maniac's right. He liked to party.
Yeah.
I think it's more remarkable that he was a professional wrestler when he was fucking 14 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and how fucking good he got. And
did you watch the Davey Boy documentary on Sunday?
I didn't even know it was on. What did I do? Oh, I was playing fucking Fortnite.
Oh, that was a good
getting
one.
angry. Yeah, I bet you it's on my A&E on demand. Maybe I'll watch it.
Oh, great! I'm sure it is. Everything's on demand for Double T. What do you want? Click a button. Pow! On demand.
I will watch the Davey Boy one because I bet you that was really good.
It was really good.
Here's something. Just keep this in mind.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind.
Right, the Terry Gordy Dark Side was good. Sad. The dude, his ECW run and everything forward, he was pretty much like fucking brain dead.
Yep. Yeah.
And I know he was never the same. It's just like, dude,
see, and I didn't know that until we were hanging out at your place. You're the one that fucking cracked the egg of knowledge of that on me. We were watching old wrestling at your pad. You're kind of explaining to me a little bit more of it. So
it's fucking sad, man. He fucking ODs on the plane and he fucking nuts, man. Nuts fucking just, but man, his run in Japan is something else.
Yeah.
He was fucking good. It's a sad one. Make sure you get your fucking DVR set for tomorrow night, buddy.
What do we got?
The Beefer.
Oh God, I already hate it. I already fucking hate it because of his goddamn wife. God, you want to talk about a useless pile of shit latching onto a pile of shit. She fucking sucks, man. She fucking sucks. What the fuck's her name?
Let's see.
She calls herself like Mrs. Beefcake. Fuck you.
Missy Leslie.
Yeah, Missy Beefcake.
Wife, mother, and Glammy.
Huh. Glammy, huh?
Instead of Grammy, I guess.
Glammy.
I'm trying to see if I can get
Where the
to her
fuck did she
Instagram.
come from? She's not relevant to shit.
Let's see if I
She
can
married
get to her.
Beefer, right?
The Beefer, yeah, but then she took over.
Yeah, she married Beefer about 30 years too late.
Missy.
Oh, she's fucking
yeah,
miserable. No, don't oh yeah that. Don't you fucking oh yeah that.
They don't like me. I put on my glasses to see if I give up. And I don't. I still don't.
Oh, great.
She don't
Good for
give
you.
a fuck if you don't like her. Oh my
Good for you.
God.
Does she put on her glasses? God, she fucking sucks. I give a shit less if she cares or not. She's miserable. And that poor Beefer in back. Not that Beefer's got much to say, but he's just fucking along for the ride.
Oh, I guess the Greg the Hammer Valentine had a problem with her.
Yeah.
This is from January. An interview, Greg the Hammer Valentine. She's a fucking cunt. I'm laughing, but it's the truth, and he lets that fucking cunt tell him what to do. What the fuck? Keep that on the interview clip. You've got to. I want my wife to see it too. I got a lot of points, but no, she fucking hates that fucking cunt. So do I. Later in the interview, Valentine advised his former tag team partner to leave his wife. I don't think Brutus is as tough as I am, but I don't think Brutus is a coward either. I just wish he'd get away from that fucking cunt.
Yeah. He's not wrong, man. And she fucking tried to like bridge the or was it mend the bridge between Beefer and Hulkster. Like anybody wants to fucking talk to Missy Beefcake.
She said in reference to that little tirade, this is what Greg Valentine had to say about me in a recent podcast. I think he needs to be kicked out of the WWE Hall of Fame for talking about a woman like this. I want my wife to see it too. I'll get a lot of points. What do the comments say? God damn it.
Yeah, they'll probably just take it right out of the Hall of Fame.
The first comment, I hope the hammer puts you in a figure four or red leg lock for posting this. Oh, God.
She's fucking miserable.
The next one. So first Hogan, now Valentine. I think you're the common denominator here. Beefcake friends are alienating him after all these years. I wonder why.
Nailed it. Is she still putting on her glasses and not giving a fuck?
Oh, my God. Fuck. God damn it, that's funny. It's funny because I dealt with her when we I booked him for Kevin's birthday party.
Okay.
Birthday bash.
Yeah.
Because I won like some Facebook raffle and she had to reach out to me for my information. And I was like, hey. And she was easy to deal with. She had the Beefer called from like the gurney going in to get knee surgery.
Jesus.
So, wow.
Perfect. From the gurney, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Great. Way to set that up, Missy.
What a way to fucking end this show. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I do want to bring this up before we wrap this up.
Yeah.
New Japan's going strong. Their full card for Sakura Genesis has been announced. Naito against Yota Tsuji, who won the New Japan Cup, is your main event. Evil against Shingo Takagi is the Never Openweight Championship match. Moxley and Umino against Jack Perry and Ren Narita. We'll go back down the Jack Perry rabbit hole next week. Show against Yo for the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions Owens and Kenta against Bishamon. Junior Tag Team Champions three-way dance Clark Connors, Drill and Maloney against Jet Setters and Catch 2-2. And then the big news is Alex Coughlin is retiring from professional wrestling.
Oh, all right.
So past guest of the show, Bullet Club War Dog. I kind of knew this was going to happen a couple months ago from my sources, but I guess during the G1 he got hurt, and it was an injury where he kind of had partial paralysis for a little bit of time, and that scared him a little. So it's a shame because he's a fucking super nice dude, awesome in the ring. But the young dude, he's only 30, so I think he just is going to move on and do, something probably in like, I don't know, weightlifting or nutrition. Like, dude's a fucking brick shit house, so. But good dude in wrestling. It's a shame, but it's understandable. You want to be able to walk and not, be in a wheelchair when you're fucking 30 years old. So,
yeah,
that was a bummer of a news snippet from this week.
Yeah.
HK, I think that's it, man. We went like super duper long. That Ron Bass Jr. interview was a lot of fun. It fucking flew.
Yeah.
And we covered a lot with Ronnie Bass. So
we hit it, man. We hit it.
Check that out. I'm going to put all of Ron Bass's info in the show description, as well as the poll. Oh my God, let me check the poll from last week. Do you know what the poll was, HK?
I don't fucking remember a poll from last week.
I put a poll. So every time I post the episode, I will put a poll, and the poll will come up on Spotify.
Okay.
And the question was, who was the better manager?
Oh, see, but you didn't. Did you put context to it?
No.
You see, that's the fucking problem.
Well, two of us know how to ask a question without context.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
Now, an abysmal 2 people voted, so it doesn't matter. But But just know, on Spotify, there's always some kind of interaction.
Yeah, all right. I like that.
Yeah, so do I. And I like doing the show with you. It was a lot of fun.
I had a great time.
Me too.
A couple of buddies talking wrestling.
That's it. That's what it's all about. The Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast at Wizards Podcast on all forms of social media. KJG's back next week. Brundon in fourth chair. Kate's Corner. And Misa Kate. The last episode before WrestleMania. Post WrestleMania is going to be just a WrestleMania show. The 15th is Ruby Raz. Ooh. She is the tag team partner of Heidi Howitzer. So strap in for tax day. The 22nd will be hand job corner with Kyle. And then 29th is to be determined.
Ooh, TBD.
So keep your eyes and ears peeled. Again, Mania Madness, the new video is going to drop tomorrow. I'm going to record that tomorrow morning. I had all my minions go through all the polls. So we're down to the Elite Eight. I'll give you an extra day to vote, but make sure you're voting on Twitter. It's the only place you can do it. At Year of Pod is where you can listen to Handsome Kevin and Duke talk about WWF 1988 from WrestleMania 4 to 5. We are just past SummerSlam. It's definitely worth checking out. Scott George also reminds us April 1st of the Bray Wyatt documentary on Peacock, which I'm sure will be a heavy one. Heavy one. Oh, and have a happy Easter, I guess, people, if you do that. That's this weekend. Do you do anything for Easter?
Fuck no. Golly. Not me. Good.
Cool. We host because we have the nieces and nephews, so we just put a bunch of stuff in some plastic eggs, throw them on the lawn, let them collect it, jack them up with sugar, make a couple cold cuts, send them home.
All right.
Then I'll be
not touching it. Not fucking touching it.
What?
It's good.
The parents are here.
It's great.
What? Did it sound bad?
No, I'm leaving it.
You'll be back there?
Back here if you need me.
All right, let me see now. How do I do this? Hold on, HK.
All right, man. I'm holding.
Let's close Farrago. We don't need any sound more.
Whatever
no
you
more
need
sounds. To do. Okay. This is fun. Don't forget to support the Patreon at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. If you're at the $10 or above level, the monthly hang happened this weekend.
Yeah, Kratzo was there.
Yeah, that's great. Kratzo all the way from Austria. So
rare appearance from my wife on any form.
Nice. Yeah. There you go. $1 a month is the lowest. $3 you get a bunch of good shit. $5 you get all the bonus content, and it goes all the way back. All the way back. So check it out. If you know somebody or you're listening and you're kind of like on the fence, just check it out, man. Patreon.com/wizardspodcast. $1 a month.
$1.
You can support the Wizards for a year for $12, and it really does mean the world to us.
$3 will bang you.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing. Okay, share. Oh, what happened? Okay, then we're gonna add that.
Hey, did you get it?
Then I'm gonna hit the button.
Hit the button. It's a little light.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Wizards Network.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Producers
Whoa, hey.
are Manny Kratzo and main event Mike Peterson. Our producers are Danny Russoniello, Kate Hensler, Matt Garifo, Hi Fi, Tom, Ryan Schlong, Brendan Haney, Al Day, Kathy Hummer, William Mercier Jr., Michael Hammond, David Henry Bauer III, and Keith Parker. For everything Shining Wizards, visit shiningwizards.com. And don't forget to listen to all the great shows of the Shining Wizards Network.
Night, Diana!